It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. This is a strong Man U fan. Arsenal versus Zurich. A win for both, automatic qualify. A draw, also qualify. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center. My name remains Beningwe. Please don't forget to subscribe. The teams with the biggest fan zone in the world, Chelsea versus Manchester United. They're about to start their match. And it has been a lot of talking between the fans, Manchester fans and Chelsea fans. Let's go hear what the fans have to say. This is Premier Sports Fan Center.
Edition of our watch along the Premier Sports Fan Center, and it's our CAF Afcon live commentary on Premier Sports Fan Center. And tonight we also have the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, which is the return of the EPL after that little break, that is the summer break. My name is Adiyemi Shegun. I'll be your host for tonight's commentary and watch along the Premier Sports Fan Center. But I'm not alone in the studio. I'm also present with my favorite guys, Yemite and the gaffer himself. Good evening, guys.
Good evening. Good evening. It's so good to be back. You know, yesterday was a shock. Let's just see if today won't be a shocker.
Yeah, that is what the Afcon has been serving. A lot of shock. And if you're not having your shock absorber on there, man, you are in for a lot of surprises. Nobody expected Senegal, the defending champions, to go out yesterday, but unfortunately, they had to crash out.
That simply means you can really top your class in school and not make it.
I don't really know what you're saying, but looking at the Afcon itself, for the past 7 years or 7 edition of the Afcon, we are yet to see the defending champion make it out of the knockout stage.
I think it's about being too relaxed. You know, when you win, look at it, was evident in Senegal. They had all the quality, but they were confident that we are 1-0 up. You know, we were talking about it, and I was saying the way they were playing, as if they've automatically qualified with 1-0 lead. I think it's the attitude. I think it's mainly the attitude.
Okay, yeah, that's all from the guys, that it's mainly their attitude. And earlier today, we had Mali making it through to the quarterfinal, as they'll be taking on the host nation Ivory Coast, who will be having they are currently feeling renewed and refueled at the Nations Cup. It promises to be another interesting tie in that quarterfinal fixture between Mali and Ivory Coast. We saw Mali defeated Burkina Faso earlier on 2-1, and it was a fantastic game, tactical brilliance game we saw in that encounter.
Yeah, it was a brilliant game, I know it's going to be a battle game. It's going to be a fight between the two sides, because looking at their style of play, though when you look at their back to back, Mali have edge over Burkina Faso. But this is the Afcon where a lot of, do I call it miracle? A lot happened in the African Cup of Nations, and the underdogs are gradually proving that time is coming when there will be no underdogs. Because right now it's like if you look at the rating, the table of the African number, the rating we have, Morocco stand on number one in the ranking. The ranking in Africa. If you look at it from number 1 to 7, it is only Nigeria and Morocco that is still remaining. Morocco and Nigeria, the rest have gone.
Okay, and straight to you, I mean, 16 goals has been scored in the round of 16 already, which means the Afcon 2023 has broken and shattered the most goal record scored in Afcon, which was 120 goals scored in that 2019 edition. We have 103 goals already, and still one more game to come. And this game coming up, the Morocco against South Africa game, it's another game that you surely see a lot of goals involved.
Yeah, I think that record is supposed to.
It's gone already. It's broken and shattered already.
And I think there will still be more goals because when you look at the quarterfinal pairing, when you look at Nigeria and Angola, at least we'll get a goal in that game. Nothing less than a goal. And when you now consider the game that will happen between Ivory Coast and Mali, we know Mali too. They know how to score the goals. And tonight we might be seeing more than 2 goals. Morocco, South Africa. So I think we still have, an average of like 8 games left.
10 games. We have 10 more games to go.
9 games. I think they played one.
No, we have this to go. 4 in the quarterfinal stage, 2 in the semi-final, 1 in the third place, and 1 in the final.
That's 10. God bless you. So look at that number of games, and we are still
150 is the number, man.
120 at least.
We'll still be coming to the Afcon commentary duties when it's 9 p.m. when Morocco will be taking on South Africa, the Bafana boys, against the last lion remaining right there at Afcon. All the lions have been sent out of their den, so it's just remaining the Atlas Lion going on against the Bafana at 9 p.m. Let's see if that lion will be acting strong against the boys of South Africa tonight. Meanwhile, before that game, we'll be looking straight into the game between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. That game is currently in the 10th minute and still 0-0 between the Gunners and Nottingham Forest. I'm looking into this game. Arsenal are back. The EPL is back. We've really missed watching the EPL, and the game is back this week, and we're having this beautiful game tonight. Nottingham Forest against Arsenal.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest. That they just changed their coach, and I think a new manager bound will come into play. And another thing is, Arsenal don't really know the kind of matches Nottingham Forest they will meet today, because we know Nottingham Forest to sit back and eat on the counter before, but there's a new coach now. New game plan might come into play. New approach to the game can come into play. So they don't know the Nottingham Forest that will show up today. And I still think that this game is a bit tricky for us now. They need to be careful.
Okay, one of them that is back, the Gaffer, is Taiwo Awoniyi is back and on the bench for Nottingham Forest tonight against the Gunners.
Yeah. That is one of my favorite players when it comes to Nottingham Forest, along with his brother who is in the international
Afcon,
team. Online, anytime that is one of the reasons why I always love watching Nottingham Forest play. Thank God that he's back from injury, and his inclusion we actually had a plus. But let's see if Espiritu Santos will bring him back today. In this squad today.
Okay, after 2 months and 2 weeks layoff, Taiwo Awoniyi is back for Nottingham Forest, and he made it to the bench tonight. Let's go straight to the Nottingham Forest starting 11 with Matona in goal post for Nottingham Forest. On the defense, we have Gonzalo Martel and Andrew Omobamidele, Murillo, and Harry Tofolo making it as the back four for Nottingham Forest tonight. In defensive midfield is Oriel Mangala, Danilo, and up front is Neko Williams, Gibbs White, and Nicolas Dominguez. And up front they have a striker, Chris Wood, who is very much popular in the face of EPL fans.
Yeah, it's very much popular in the face of EPL fans. But this game, there are a lot of what will I call it? A lot of interest that Arsenal has in this game, and anything short of a victory will spell not just doom, but season somersault for Arsenal. And like some of our people that we know that they love the Gunners, we just hope that it won't be another day tomorrow.
Okay, let's go straight to the Arsenal starting 11. 4-3-3, and there's no room for Kai Havertz tonight as David Raya starting goal post, and the defense is Benjamin White, William Saliba, Gabriel Magelis, and Zinchenko making the back four for the Gunners, and the midfield is Martin Odegaard, Declan Rice, and a real start for Emily Smith Rowe tonight. And up front we have Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Jesus, and the Bukayo Saka up front for the Gunners. And it's Arsenal who has a very beautiful chance in the 13th minute, but couldn't get that into the back of the net. Where a chance from that man of Smith Rowe connected to Gabriel Jesus, but Jesus couldn't put his leg onto that. And Arsenal has a corner kick right there in the 14th minute of this encounter. It's Declan Rice, the England midfielder, and the former West Ham captain, standing on this for the Gunners. With a speed a chance for Arsenal to go one ahead against Nottingham Forest in this encounter. 40 minutes gone, it's still 0-0 between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. Declan Rice started standing on this, and he takes a short one straight into the hands of Smith Rowe there, who goes back into the hands of Declan Rice. Declan Rice straight into the midfield, and the opportunity for Arsenal to take a shot, and that shot was actually blocked there by the Nottingham Forest defender. And yes, Arsenal directing and connecting the attack against against Nottingham Forest there. And what a chance for Arsenal to pull one into the box. And Smith Rowe there, Odegaard there, and finds Bukayo Saka, who hasn't really been in top form for Arsenal. And that was a disconnect there, and a cross into the box with this big opportunity, but that should be an offside. But the referee is not having that. But Martinelli to the rescue for Nottingham Forest in the 15th minute. Arsenal with all the pressure against Nottingham Forest early into this encounter.
Yeah,
expectedly they need this victory. The Premier League is hitting up, and right now, as it stands, if they end in a draw, they will be sitting in the second position. And Liverpool is up, and behind them is the danger side, Manchester City, who are coming with all full force. With it's like all their players getting back now. Erling Haaland will soon join them. De Bruyne is
not
already.
Will soon. Erling Haaland is back.
He's back. Okay, he's training with them. He said it today.
He's fully back
good.
with the team.
That's very good. That's good. That's to tell you how dangerous they will be in the next matches. So, and we saw Arsenal lost back-to-back, 3 lost to Liverpool, to Fulham, to West Ham in their previous matches. It was the last one. They came back with strength, full of strength. They gave Crystal Palace 5-0. And we expect them to continue that momentum, given the fact that they went for a break, a camp in Abu Dhabi, they call them. They were renewed. So let's see if they can continue with that momentum to defeat the Crystal Palace here, and it will be a big plus to them.
Okay, there's a break in play right now as the medical staff are attending to Nottingham Forest goalkeeper Martinelli, the former Arsenal goalkeeper. And there's one thing about Arsenal former goalkeepers, they are always top notch. You look at Fabianski, and you look at Szczesny, and you look at what they are currently doing at their various clubs. Yes, Martinelli also another fantastic goalkeeper with Nottingham Forest.
And funnily, Arsenal keeps spending money in the transfer market
on goalkeepers.
Truly, this life is not balanced. Because look at it, Fabianski was not so good at Arsenal when he left Arsenal. West Ham became something.
Even
Szczesny left Arsenal not so good.
Juventus.
Got to Juventus. Now, what is the problem? Maybe they need to improve on their staffs. At least in the goalkeeping department. Maybe that will work better because these guys have the raw talent. That was why they were scouted. Now spending 30 million, 40-something million in the transfer window. I think in 3 transfer windows now, they've spent over 50 million, 60 million on goalkeepers. That's not small. Now they are tight-fisted. They can't spend because of FFP.
All right, that's the 17th minute of this encounter, and it's up a throwing right there to Nottingham Forest against Arsenal, who are currently defending with all their life against the Gunners, who has the advantage in this game with ball possession, sitting at 71% for Arsenal, while Nottingham Forest are reduced to just 29%. 0 shots for Nottingham Forest in this game, but Arsenal have sent 2 shots in this encounter, and then 0 on target for the Gunners earlier on into this game. 80 minutes gone, and still the Gunners who are still fighting for a way to open up on the Nottingham Forest midfield. Nottingham Forest are without Olaino, Ibrahim Sangare. These are mainstream players when Nottingham Forest play. But tonight, both players are not in the squad as they are far away at the Afcon right there in Ivory Coast. How much of a miss are those players to Nottingham Forest?
A big miss, really, really big. One of those English clubs that suffered the most.
There's Wilfried, there's Boney also.
Boney too. Honestly, they really, really, we are really affected. But I think the Afcon will come to an end. I think in 2 weeks time. Next weekend. So they just have maybe an average of like 3 to 4 games, and if they can just stick together, they're still these guys up front. Gibbs White is still up front. There's still Odion, this guy from Chelsea that they got. So there are still guys that can really, really do the job, but that they won't miss those guys is not
Okay,
really
let's see if they won't be
realistic.
missing those guys. And it's still Nottingham Forest with a chance right there. And what would they make out of this is Gibbs White on the ball. Chose to cut into the balls, but easily dispossessed there by the Arsenal defenders. And it's Arsenal who are turning the defense into attack right now. And holding on to that, and still Gunners on the ball. And the referee has just spotted an infringement against an Arsenal player. And it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. And that is Gabriel Jesus, who was brought down there by Tofolo, the defender of Nottingham Forest, who took one for his team there, and it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal in the 18th minute of the second half. It's still 0-0 in that game, and Arsenal still finding a way to actually open up on Nottingham Forest in this game. We all know how stubborn Nottingham Forest can be on their day. We just hope to see if the Gunners can gain momentum and come out against a stubborn team like Nottingham Forest and do everything possible to get that full 3 point result here at Nottingham Forest. It's very much important for them at the stage of the EPL to get every point against every team in EPL. The referee tonight is Simon Hooper, and the stadium is City Ground in Nottingham Forest. And he has a chance for Arsenal, but that went straight into the hands of Matt Tunnell. And it's going to be a goal kick as that shots right from the right hand wing of the field went through the back, and there's a goal kick to Nottingham Forest in the 20th minute. Holding on to Arsenal very well in this encounter and making things hard for the Gunners. We've seen Arsenal against teams that play low blocks and how they actually struggled against this kind of teams. Looking at the game against the West Ham, looking at the game against Aston Villa, and how Arsenal find it hard to break through teams who are playing low blocks. Are you foreseeing that also happening in this game?
Yeah, it's very, very possible because one of those sides in the Premier League that knows how to play low blocks is Nottingham Forest. And when you play against them, especially when they are playing at home, that is another issue, is another challenge altogether. So I still think Arsenal can break them down. If it was Chelsea, I would have said, oh, Chelsea is a 50-50 chance. But with yeah, laughing. But with Arsenal, I think they've survived some low blocking teams like Luton Town at that difficult home ground of theirs. So I think they can do enough to at least get all 3 points today.
Okay, talking about Luton Town against Brighton, that game is currently in the 5th minute, and surprisingly, Luton Town are 2 goals up against Brighton in that game. Is Adebayo with the first goal and Ogene with the second goal for Luton Town, and it's looking like it's players with Nigeria descent in that account are doing it for Luton Town. 5th minute in that game, Luton Town leads 2-0 against Brighton in that account. The game between Fulham and Everton is also in the 6th minute, and that game is still 0-0. Back to the game between Luton Town and Brighton. 2-0 in the 6th minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a surprise. When I saw it, I said, what? It's so hell. And Luton Town is gradually becoming a team to reckon with. With their performances so far. I think they are becoming a team to reckon with. But if you look at what they are actually doing, back to back now, they've had they won against Everton, 2-1. That match ended 2-1. They won Bolton. They drew with Burnley and also drew with Bolton again. And if you look at it, they've really come up so far. They defeated Sheffield, defeated Newcastle also, and they drew with Liverpool. To tell you how this newly promoted side, apart of all the promoted side, they are the team that are actually impressing so far.
Okay, it's Mark J22 in the EPL, and right now we're getting to that stage whereby you have to sift on the serious contender from the pretenders, and right now it's Arsenal who are going out against assistant players. Nottingham Forest, but that will be going to the back of the net, and still Arsenal who are currently in possession of the ball as they find a way to attack Nottingham Forest. And there's Bukayo Saka on the ball, chose to go out wide, and still Arsenal in play. And Nottingham Forest has just broken down that play from Arsenal. And it's Gibbs White who's running, possessing, and finds Chris Woods on the ball there. And Chris Woods goes straight running against the Arsenal defenders, but couldn't get that shot straight. And it's Arsenal who has just cleared the line against Nottingham Forest in the 23rd minute. And this game is lighting up like the thunder. Let's say if Arsenal will be striking first in that encounter. And also in the African Cup of Nations, the last game in the round of 16 is Morocco against South Africa. Bafana against the Atlas Lion, about to start right there in Ivory Coast.
Yeah, that's the game we all have been waiting for, because that's one of the mind-blowing games. It promises to be exciting. Because if you look at the back-to-back, I mean, if you look at their head-to-head, you know that it has actually been a tough battle between these tough sides. And right now, you know, football is gradually becoming a game that is very difficult to predict. That if you predict and get it right, you may just because you are lucky, not because you are too sure. Because a lot of people like yesterday match, a lot of people actually predicted
Tilt
towards
towards
Senegal to
Yeah.
win. But look, see the way everything turned around. You know, so this very encounter today, I don't want to say, hey, South Africa are the underdog. With those South Africa, you know, they don't have a superstar like a big name, but they are one of the teams that play as a team.
Yeah.
That is South Africa. So sometimes it works out when you meet a team like Morocco.
All right, one more spot to go at the Afcon 2023, and one more spot to move next to the next stage in knockout stage, which is the quarterfinal, and that is the spot which either of Morocco or South Africa will be picking up tonight. It's a season of Afcon whereby we've seen a lot of interesting results, so you can actually write out any small team or look at a team and say they are actually that small team. We have DR Congo in the quarterfinal. We have Cape Verde also in the quarterfinal, which is we also have Guinea in the quarterfinal. There's Mali also in the quarterfinal, which is showing that we have about 4 teams, you know, who haven't gotten their names on the Afcon already.
Yeah, and you see that with the prospect of looking at it up front, all they need to do is be good in penalties and don't concede for 120 minutes, and that's very important. And when you look at the way in which Senegal won their first trophy last time out, it was on penalties. So who says another team can't use penalties? Zambia used penalties. Super Eagles was unlucky with the penalty in that
2000.
Ghana Nigeria 2000. So it's very, very possible one of them can actually take home the trophy, but it's still left to be seen. But I still think it's one of those old guns that we just take.
Okay, yeah, Arsenal has a free kick in this encounter in the 26th minute, and let's see what the Gunners will be making out of this as they try to take an in swinger. And it's from a close cycle, looking like a 40 yards out from the Mark Tunnel's goal post, and the former Arsenal goalkeeper to the rescue for Nottingham Forest as he handles that comfortably, and they'll be taking a short hit for the Gunners, Nottingham Forest team right there. In the 26th minute, it's still 0-0 between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal, with none of them being able to break themselves at the back of this encounter earlier on in this game. Martinez with a long one straight into the midfield, which finds Gibbs White, who has been everywhere, disturbing the Arsenal backline, and that is Gabriel to the rescue for Arsenal. Raya spills that out, and it's going to be a throw-in to Nottingham Forest in this game. It promises to be a big threat for the Arsenal backline. You know, Saliba and Gabriel going up against the tall giant Chris Wood in this encounter.
Yeah, it will be a big challenge.
He has a chance for Arsenal there, but easily dispossessed, and is going to out for a corner kick to the Gunners in that encounter. A lot of pressure from Arsenal in this game, and right there it's going to be a corner kick to Arsenal after Murillo just spilled that out and got his team out of trouble there. And there calls for VR check there, but let's see if VR will check in that ambush situation from Declan Rice. But it looks like it's not going to be checked as the referee adjudged that to be a ball to hand situation. And it's Arsenal who has a corner kick in the 27th minute of this encounter. Still 0-0. And if this game ends this way, the Gunners will be going ahead before Liverpool take on Chelsea tomorrow. They'll be moving to the second position before that game. And it's Arsenal with a corner kick. Declan Rice takes the long one, which eluded all the Arsenal players on the box, but still got his fight itself into the hands of Bukayo Saka, who has just been beaten away there by the Nottingham Forest, who spilled that out into no man's land, and Arsenal were back in possession. William Saliba on the ball back into the hands of and so Arsenal still in possession of the ball. And let's see what the Gunners will be making out of that. Odegaard sends one straight into the hands of Gabriel. And back in play is the Gunners, who are currently in possession, trying to dominate play. But like we do say, it's not really about dominance. It's about that goal coming in. You can dominate for 90 minutes and not score a goal in a game of football.
Yeah.
Yes, Arsenal finding themselves in the box. Bukayo too. Odegaard, but being sandwiched in the box. Still Bukayo Saka, and sent out by the Nottingham Forest defender Morello there, and it's going to be a throw-in to Arsenal in the 28th minute of this encounter. 2 more minutes to get to the first quarter of this game, and no goal separating both sides.
Yeah, no go separating both sides, but it has been a game that Arsenal has come to the party. They're trying to throw everything they have at Nottingham Forest if they will fall, but they've stuck together, played together as a unit in Nottingham Forest. And they have that big man, Chris Wood up front. He can do the damage. Just give him the ball in a very good position. He's good airbound and he's good on his feet, and he's a power player. So that will be a plus to him. And I think it can work out.
Okay, talking about one player who hasn't really been it for Arsenal this let me say probably this year. He has had a chance for Arsenal finding himself in the box, but easily cleared out there by Nottingham Forest, who sent it out. And then Ryan to the rescue finds himself almost in the center cycle of the sends it straight into Benjamin White, and that's Benjamin White who's on the ball. What will Arsenal make out of this? Finds Bukayo Saka, who goes back into the midfield and finds Martin Odegaard. The Martin Odegaard straight into the hands of Declan Rice. As Declan Rice on the ball, holds onto it, is Arsenal still possessing against Nottingham Forest comfortably. And it's Gabriel on the ball there who finds Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe back into the hands of Gabriel there. Gabriel finds Saliba, and Arsenal has all the men sandwiched in the Nottingham Forest half of the pitch. And it's Gabriel who is on the ball there, sends back into the hands of William Saliba. And Saliba to the hands of Benjamin White. And Benjamin White possesses straight into the midfield where he finds Declan Rice. Declan Rice back to Benjamin White. And Benjamin White finds Bukayo Saka, who goes back into the hands of and still Arsenal possessing against Nottingham Forest, holding onto the ball, but no penetration from the Gunners right now. As Arsenal who are still finding their way up to open the back line of the Nottingham Forest in this game, and still a chance for Gabriel Jesus, Smith Rowe there, but that's only threatening the Nottingham Forest goalkeeper Martinelli as that sails wide of the goalpost. And it's game on in that game between Morocco and South Africa, as that game has just kick-started. Coming into the game between Morocco and South Africa, like the gaffer said, it's always a dicey game between both teams. And who are you actually standing with in this game?
I think it will be dicey. You mean the Morocco South Africa game, and because with what happened with Senegal yesterday, you just want to climb the fence and sit on it. I've been looking at that game from a very far distance, but I still think Morocco have the edge.
Looking at what happened yesterday, and back to that game between Ivory Coast and Senegal. Looking at the way Ivory Coast finished that game, do you think that momentum is back for Ivorian's national team? They might find themselves straight into the final.
Ah, is possible. Because it's Afcon now, you need to see that
Before you say anything.
honestly, because the shocker is just too much.
Just too
The
much,
shocker
yeah.
is too much. But I think most likely, well, anything is possible.
I'm telling you, I'm
Okay,
telling you.
yeah, that's what might anything is possible. And let's go straight to the Morocco starting 11. There is no starting position for Akim Ziyech tonight, who looks out injured.
Yeah, it will be greatly missed by Morocco. Really, really missed. But Morocco has enough in the arsenal to at least face South Africa. South Africa is not that very, very strong side like that. They're a team that can be up for the taking. But if Morocco can stick together, but that Akim Ziyech will be a good
Okay, straight to the starting 11 of Morocco is a starting 11 which average the age of 27, which shows how young, how youthful, and how the mix between experience and youthfulness is in this team. Bono is the goalkeeper, the current African best goalkeeper, and the defense is Akev Akimi, who plays for PSG. The central defensive pairing is Roman Saiz and Haggard, while at left back we have Mazuri starting for the Moroccans Atlas Lion in this game. In midfield is Manchester United midfielder Sofian Amrabat. He has a chance for South Africa, but easily dispossessed there by Agad, and is Morocco who will be clearing their lines in this encounter. Agad is a familiar face when it comes to the EPL, and also in the midfield we have that extraordinary player Nahi for Morocco in this game. Fantastic player. It's not really about body. It's about it's about the energy and the brain.
energy and the brain. With that small body but big engine. The way he runs around is almost everywhere in the midfield, and that energy is massive. It can be one and two players in one. So I think that will come to play for Morocco, because I don't think South Africa has a midfielder that can match his energy.
Okay, Selim Amala Amala and is the third man in the midfield for Morocco in tonight's edition. And up front is young Barcelona, Abdul Samid Ezazoli, and Yusuf and Nasir and Amin Hadi making the top three for Morocco in this encounter. And talking about the devil, that is Zazoli on the ball there, chose to go back into the midfield where he finds Amale, and Amale straight into the box, but couldn't locate the Moroccan's player there. And South Africa who will actually attack against Morocco and taking it back into the hands of their goalkeeper. Rowan Williams, who holds onto the ball and sends it straight into the hands of Madao there, and Madao back into the hands of Kekana there. It's really going to be a lot of problem today calling the names of the South Africans in this game. No disrespect, please, when I mother any names tonight. And straight to the South African starting 11. The goalkeeper is Rowan Williams, and the defense is Modiba, Mvala, Kekana, and Madu, making it as a back four for the South African national team tonight. And up front in the base, on the base of the midfield is Tobo Mukena and Sefilo Sitol. And up front is Pesital, Zwane, and Morena. While this is a low man striker, Evidence Makboga for the South Africans tonight. Let's see if they can dare the devil tonight, or can they dare to enter the dens of the lion and capture the Atlas Lion tonight. This is the 5th minute of that encounter, and it's still 0-0 with both teams still sizing each other out in this encounter. Yeah. Let's see if South Africa can just muster that courage and go all out against the number 1 rated team in Africa. The semi-finalists are the last World Cup and the first African team to get to the semi-final of the FIFA World Cup.
Yeah, first African team to get to the FIFA World Cup semi-final Mundial right there. But with the way things are going, it has been a game that the two sides are very cautious. They are being careful. They don't want to lose concentration because they know that any time, any little mistakes can prove very costly, like the first goal of Mali right there. And when you look at all the other factors in play, the victory of Ivory Coast, we only want to spur South Africa on. They have that confidence that if Ivory Coast can do it, they can do it too. So, and it's very, very possible. In their group, they got a whooping 4 points to qualify. And Ivory Coast just got 3 points and shipped in a lot of goals. And they could defeat Senegal. Why not? They can defeat Morocco. And that Senegal loss will put Morocco under more pressure. And when you're under too much pressure, you can tend to collapse and collapse like a pack of cards.
Okay, Morocco currently remains the last North African team standing in this Afcon 2023 and having reached the quarterfinals in 2 of their last 3 Afcon appearances. Morocco should fancy themselves to do so yet again. However, they've never gone further than that since they were losing finalists in 2004, and they won't necessarily have an easy time of things here either, having won just 2 of their last 8 all-time head-to-head encounter against South Africa. They've drawn 3 and lost 3.
Yeah, they've drawn 3 and lost 3. But this game, you know, I'm still, you know, when I found out that Senegal lost yesterday, I was surprised because though I was happy, because sometimes you can avoid the best to be the best. You understand what I'm saying? I will be surprised if South Africa win here today, but you know, I will say
South Africa attacking against Morocco, but straight into the hands of Bono, the Moroccans goalkeeper right there, and he was taking that saw that long pull out there from Mvala, but couldn't find his teammates in the box of the Moroccans, and is right now is Morocco will be playing out from defense and straight into the hands of Sofian Amrabat, who finds Agad on the ball there. And Agad holds onto that and finds Saiz, the Moroccan's captain and the first goal scorer for Morocco in 2023 Afcon. He holds onto the ball and finds it back into the hands of Agad. And Agad straight into the midfield, trying to locate Akib Ziyech. And that got into the hands of Akib Ziyech. Akib Ziyech on the ball there. Tries to dribble around, but that was spilled over right there. And it's going to be a corner kick to Morocco in the 8th minute of this encounter. A lot of pressure from Morocco, taking the game up to the South Africans. Look at how he got out of 2 South African players there. And it's looking like South Africa afforded a lot of respect early on into this
That's
game.
a lot of respect because one, he got into the 2 players and nobody went after him. They were too, the body relaxed. So they are giving more pressure to the defense.
Yeah, more pressure right there. And when you were saying Akim Ziyech, I was surprised that
Oh, Akaf.
Hakimi.
Akam
Akimi.
yeah. So
Sorry,
I was
sorry.
surprised like how did the Ziyech
Akimi,
come
sorry,
to
sorry.
the
That looks alike. Sorry.
yeah, it looks alike. So
Akimi.
it's corner kick to Morocco right there, and I think Morocco is beginning to come to, and they are very good at set piece. That's one of the things they have, and they have a Bono that is very
Yeah.
good at
At
penalties.
penalties. So it's advantage on Morocco. When you have a good goalkeeper, the confidence level is always
It's
there.
high.
Just like we're saying with the Super Eagles of Nigeria, who might have to make do with Uzor in that game against Angola on Friday. And yeah, Morocco has a corner kick, and that was easily taken, but easily dispossessed there by the South Africans who blocked the line, and the referee this spot and infringement in the box. It's still Morocco heading it around. This should be the first chance for the first goal. What a save there from Rowan Williams as it denied Morocco the chance of getting the first goal in the 10th minute. But the linesman has just flagged that for an offside against that big man, El Nasir for Morocco there.
Yeah, El Nesfir, and rightfully so. Look at it; it was in an offside position, so it was a right decision.
Right decision.
Right
Two
decision.
Moroccans
Yeah,
in the
two
outside.
Moroccans in the offside position. I think he did the right thing by flagging it offside right there. But that was a beautiful save from
Rowan Williams.
Williams. Right
You know, when we look at when I saw what is happening right now, I begin to wonder how long will South Africa be able to soak some of these pressures that Morocco are bringing to them. But I know South Africa, when it comes to team playing, they are one of the they have that team playing spirit. They play as a team, but individual brilliance is not there. But if you look at the Morocco, there are some individuals that have that name, like what we saw, that what Hakimi just did now. It's like one of those players that can individually do something brilliant. I know, and El Nasir too. You know, these are players who are experienced when it comes to both nation and club football, and we hope to see them bring it here in this match against South Africa. But you know, if you look at the determination in the faces of the South Africans, it's one thing that you also want to give it to them, and they are not ready to take any chance, but they will only give their best.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Morocco with a straight 1-2 there. They find themselves into the box, and that is Hadi on the ball. Adam with a shot there, but couldn't get that on play. And it's going to be a corner kick to Morocco. What a run there. Look at that 1-2 between Hakimi there and Hadi. But Hadi couldn't keep that in check as that flies out through a wicked deflection from Uvala there. And is out for a corner kick
And
to
that was
Morocco.
that was good defending.
Yeah.
The way he put his leg in the way, and to see that the other space has been covered by the goalkeeper. But I still think Abdul could have done better. Maybe check the left hand side of the goalkeeper and top corner right there.
And Morocco takes a corner kick and straight into the hands of Williams there. We're safe there. And we can see the Moroccan manager, Walid Regragui, not believing that's not going into the back of the
Ragley
net.
is fine.
What another there from Aga there. I think Walid is actually fine. Yeah,
It's
Walid is
fine,
fine.
You know, because you see the pressure they have given to South Africa now. How long will they be able to
taking the
keep?
game.
But if they are able to hold the Moroccans, you know, hold them, frustrate, they just try to frustrate all their effort. Gradually, you see them come into the game, just like we saw yesterday against Senegal, Morocco.
Senegal.
In fact, the first 5 minutes of the game, 5-10 minutes, Senegalese, kind of took all the possession and all the attack to this Cote d'Ivoire. And I thought that game was going to end like 3-4-0. But hey, football.
That is football. It surprises and lots of interesting moments, dramas, and never ending in the game of football. And just like we've seen in the Afcon, and still going to come a lot of dramas in the last 9 games to come in the African 2023 African Cup of Nations. And the last game in round of 16, like we rightly said, is this one between Morocco and South Africa. One of these two teams is going to get or book that ticket right into the quarterfinal stage. And yeah, it's Morocco attacking against South Africa, and it's Hakimi who sends it back into the midfield where he finds Unai. Unai back into the hands of it's back into the hands of Adi there, and Adi back into Agad, and Agad sends one straight into the hands of Saiz, the captain. And Saiz looking for Mazraoui there, and Mazraoui back into the hands of Saiz, and it's Morocco who are gently taking their time, not in a rush, to attack against the South Africans who are playing deep into their own box. A long one there from Saiz trying to locate Hakimi, but couldn't get into the hands of the PSG defender there, and it's going to be a throw-in to Morocco in the 14th minute. Morocco asking all the questions and looking at how the ball possession currently sits. It's Morocco who has the better share with 58%, and the cross into the box from Morocco there, but no Moroccan player was in the box there to connect to that, and the South Africa who will be clearing their lines there and sends a long one, but out for a throw into South Africa, and they'll be able to take a deep breath out of that. Morocco with just 2 shots in this game, 0 shot on target and 0 shot off target, while South Africa has yet to have a shot in this encounter in the opening 15 minutes of this game. And there's a throw-in to South Africa there, and that was won by the left back Kuluso Mudau there, for South Africa in the second half. 14th minute already. And let's see if South Africa can just muster that courage against these iron knots they are facing in this game. And straight to the APL where we have Nottingham Forest and Arsenal in the 45th minute of that encounter. It's still 0-0 between the Gunners and Nottingham Forest. Fulham against Everton is in the 29th minute. It's still 0-0. And the game between Luton Town and Brighton is still 2-0 with Luton Town after scoring those 2 early goals under 5 minutes in that encounter. Crystal Palace are currently 1 goal down against Sheffield United at Crystal Palace home ground, and that game is in the 14th minute, and it's looking like we have lots of early goals in the APL tonight. And back to this game between Morocco and South Africa, still 0-0 in that encounter. Let's see if South Africa can actually push, or will it be Morocco getting the first goal, breaking the deadlock in this first half. And right there is Kekana on the ball there, sends one straight into the hands of Movila. As Mvila on the ball, as he finds himself into the midfield where he finds Modiba. Modiba backs into the hands of Mvala. And Mvala straight into the hands of Kekana there. As Kekana looks into the midfield where he finds Mokoena. As Mokoena looks up front and finds Morena. Morena back into the hands of Mokoena there. As Mokoena who's on the ball for South Africa as he comes inward for the Bafana boys there. And sends one straight into the hands of Morena. Morena on the ball and back into the hands of Kekana there. South Africa who are enjoying their own fair share of possession against Morocco right now.
Yeah, it's South Africa who are beginning to grow into the game. And it's something positive. You can see they are beginning to arrive into spaces. And they are beginning to grow. And
Shot, yeah. Wow. From Mokoena. That couldn't go to the back of the net.
Mokoena with that beautiful shot. My goodness.
That almost beat Bono.
Yeah, it caught him unawares. I think he wasn't really expecting it.
Wow.
He saw the
almost spilled that and it's off to a corner kick to South Africa right there in the 15th minute of this encounter. Bringing to South Africa. Let's see what South Africa will be making out of this corner kick, and it's Mokoena who will be standing on that corner kick for the Gunners in this encounter. 16th minute approaching the 17th minute of this game. South Africa has a corner kick, and let's see what they will make out of their own corner kick. That was a good pressure from the Bafana team to try and get one over Morocco in this game. 17th minute, and Mokoena who started on that takes a corner kick right there into the box, but easily dispossessed there by Morocco, who will send that back into the corner kick, and it's another corner kick. It's 2 in succession for South Africa in this game. 18th minute already, and still 0-0 between these two teams. Morocco and South Africa with another corner kick there. Let's see what they're making with that. And back into the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. It's Arsenal still asking all the questions very late into this first half. And any moment from now, we'll be expecting the central referee to be calling this game to a pause at halftime. And it's still Arsenal asking the question and going straight to try and get across into the box against Nottingham Forest. His Declan Rice on the ball, sends one straight into Martinelli. And Martinelli on the ball sends a cross into the box for the Gunners. But that's over threatening the Nottingham Forest player. And the Smith Rowe is on the ball. What will he make out of this? Cut inward for Arsenal and still dribbles his way around this man there. And back into the hands of William Saliba. Saliba on the ball sends it straight into the hands of Benjamin White. Benjamin White here on the far right for Arsenal. Holds onto it and comes back into the midfield. And still Arsenal who are asking all the question. Sends another one inward, straightward into the hands of Gabriel Martinelli. The speed star moves into the wing and still holds onto that and finds Emily Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe back into the hands of Martinelli. And Martinelli trying to cut into the box. Still Arsenal and Smith-Rowe finally cut that into the box where he transferred the Gunners, but that's cut back, couldn't locate Any yellow body of the Gunners in the box, and it's Bukayo Saka who is on that ball there. Sends one straight back into the midfield, and a draw chance for Arsenal to get into the box there. Matt Tunnel couldn't be beaten at his rare spot there by Gabriel Jesus, who should be doing better there. At this halftime in that game between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal, and Nottingham Forest have been able to hold their own against the Gunners, who are without a bullet and barrenness in this encounter in the first half, as that game ended 0-0 with Arsenal not being able to get a first goal in this game.
Yeah, Arsenal not being able to get the first goal. They've been trying to ask the right questions. That answer is not coming up. I hope it's not another episode of what they did before the break they had this January, losing so many chances, creating chances but losing them. And I hope it's not as if they've scored part of the goals they meant to score today against Crystal Palace in that 5-0. So let's also hope that it's not a case of they've gotten those goals they were supposed to score now. So it's very, very important that they do the necessary in this game.
Okay, can you hear that from Yema? It is very important they do the needful in this game, and back into the game between Morocco and South Africa. 20th minute gone, in 20 minutes gone in that game, and the Saiz who finds Agad in the defense for Morocco, as Morocco who are pushing all out against South Africa in this game, who are actually trying to play a complex football against Morocco in this game. It's looking like a more defensive and mass attack game against Morocco. Do you see this happening, or do you see this working against the Moroccans?
Yeah, I think it's going to work because South Africa knows that they can't face them man for man. So what you could just have to do is soak the pressure and try to hit on the counter when they least expect. And they have team based on, and that's a good chance.
There's a good chance for Morocco there, and some Agad on the ball. Sorry, and Nasri on the ball, sends it back into the hands of Adi, and it's Adi who holds onto that and straight into the midfield where he finds the Manchester United midfielder Sofian Amrabat, and Amrabat back into the hands of Saiz. Saiz finds sorry, there's Ohani on the ball there who finds Adi, and Adi tries to dribble through his way but couldn't get that pass into the hands of Onali, and South Africa will be clearing their lines right there in the 21st minute of this encounter. Morocco back in possession. South Africa broke that through Mokoena. As Mokoena was onto that, what will he make out of that? Sends it straight into the hands of Morena. And the 1-2 there between him and Mokoena, but couldn't get straight into the direction where he wanted that ball to be. As Morocco who are breaking free against South Africa. Unai there being brought down by the South Africans, and it's going to be a free kick to Morocco.
Yeah, it's going to be a free kick to Morocco. Unai doing the pressure playing, putting those midfielders under intense pressure. And if they are not careful, the cards might begin to come in right there in that game. But it's still early days, still 20 something minutes of that game. When we begin to get to the hour mark, then we'll begin to know that who is ready to take the game home at this point.
Well, and in the 21st minute, it's 2-1 in that game between Crystal Palace and Sheffield United, with Sheffield United leading Crystal Palace 2-1 in that encounter.
Wow.
A lot is happening in the EPL tonight. And it was the first goal for Sheffield United, scored by Ben Brittle Diaz. Eberichi Eze equalized for Crystal Palace, and James McAtee restored parity for Sheffield United in that encounter. 21 minutes and also 7 minutes gone in that game between Aston Villa and Newcastle. It's still 0-0 in that encounter. Half time in the game between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal, 0-0 as it stands. And 37th minute in that game between Fulham and Everton, still 0-0. Luton Town against Brighton is also in the 36th minute, approaching the 37th minute. It's still Luton Town with leading 2-0, courtesy of those two early goals scored in that game by Adebayo and Ogene in that encounter. And back into the game between Morocco and South Africa. This game is in the 23rd minute, and it's South Africa who are currently in possession of the ball. Mokoena on the ball there, and he has really been an handful player in the midfield for South Africa today, trying to mark out Unai in this encounter. Promises to see how that big battle between these two fantastic players will be in this encounter. And South Africa attacking right now, but one player who has really not been in this encounter has really been Pesitao. He has been absent in this game.
Yeah, he has really been absent. But for him to start coming into the game, they have to first possess the ball. Morocco has really done most of the possession, possess the ball around. But it seems South Africa are beginning to grow into the game. And over time, I think they can find a way and be very clinical because they have a tactician on bench, Ugo Bruce, which I think is a former
Yeah, he
Afcon
won
winner.
it with
So
Cameroon
Cameroon
2017.
17. So I think he can do it again. So it's very, very important. Though it's not super good, maybe he can do it again.
The gaffer, looking at the game, opening 24 minutes and still 0-0. I'm looking at South Africa in this game, and they've actually find it hard, to break through that back line of Saiz and Haggard in this game. How do you think they should be lining up to find a way to penetrate through the back line of Morocco?
Yeah, yeah. If you look at what they are doing right now, they are trying to walk through the wing because most of the possession they've won so far is in the midfield. Trying to look for space, to get into the 18 box of the Moroccans, and that they've not. The Moroccans have not given them that chance, and that is why Percy Tau have not been. It's like he's absent in this game because if you look at the the back line and the central defender of Morocco, they are very compact. That's why it's so difficult. And the South Africans, what they need to do now is to see how they can concentrate more on how to, instead of going to the wings, maybe come a little bit into the midfield and try to see how they can go into the Moroccan with like this, having like two, just this tap pass. They have it because when you talk of passes, sweet pass, flow of football, South Africa have it. They can get to that point and flow into their 18 balls. I think they can get a result from there.
Okay, and yeah, my turn looking at Morocco also. 25 minutes gone in this game, and they're yet to break through the South African defense. And looking at it, they also have zero shots on target in this game. What do you think is not really working for Morocco in this first half?
I think first they are missing Hakim Ziyech, which gives them a lot of. He attracts some players to himself, so it gives them freedom up front. They are missing that guy, and I think this is the first game they are playing lately without him. So that void will show.
He has a chance for Morocco, but that's crossed into the box. Couldn't find locate any Moroccans in the box there, and that is a Zoli who has just brought down down there. It's going to be a free kick to South Africa in the early stage, still the early stage of the first half. 25 minutes gone, and we're approaching the 26 minutes of this encounter. None of these two teams ready, or none of them have been able to create some meaningful chances in this first half.
Yeah, they have not really created that chance that we can say this is a clear-cut chance. But now, World Cup we witnessed Morocco play pragmatic because they were the underdogs. But now they are the favorites. So is a different approach entirely when you're approaching a game as the favorite or as the underdog. So this game, I think Morocco, what can work for them is just to stick together and play compact football. Don't underrate your opponent. And I love what they are doing. They are marking South Africa man for man, and they are marking them outside of their own half. And it's very important. Then they have two wingers that can be expressive and explosive. So I think if South Africa begin to play around, they can easily lose concentration. And when Morocco comes forward, Morocco needs to be clinical, really, really clinical, not that kind of cross. That other guy, you are facing the goalpost, and you said that kind of cross. That's not the way it should be. At least you can make an attempt at goal, and that would be better. So they better not be lackadaisical like Senegal yesterday.
Okay, just that's from Yemite, and right there is South Africa, and it's Kekena on the ball straight into the midfield where he finds the Mokwena. Mokwena with a long one straight into the other half to find the Modiba who could get onto that, and it's Morocco who clear the line off, and it's going to be a throw-in to South Africa in the 28th minute of this encounter. Where both made there from Mokwena and from Modiba. Could just get the finishing touch as Agad came to the rescue of his team. Look at that goal from Eberechi Eze.
Wow. That was a beautiful goal. He had to go on a full stretch right there. And how they now considered not
almost
foul,
immediately.
yeah, look at it. And I think another manager.
The goalkeeper did not even make any attempt.
Yes, South Africa attacking right now against Morocco, but a turnover there is Morocco who are back in possession and finds the ball straight into Amila there who lost out possession. And the South Africa through Morena who holds onto that and finds Mudau there as Modal was onto the ball, finds Mukwaina in the midfield, and still South Africa in possession, attacking against Morocco right now. In the 29th minute of this encounter is the rare movement there from South Africa. Is the dispossessed there by Morocco. Will be looking to break against South Africa right now in the 29th minute of this game. Hakimi on the ball there. Wow, that should be a free kick to Morocco, possibly a yellow card there.
Yeah, I think that should be a free kick.
Yeah, and rightly, the referee has just sent
Modiba.
Modiba into his books. Yellow card, the first yellow card in this game, and it's in the 29th minute. Obey Habri Modiba with the first yellow card, and this should be a dangerous one for South
And
Africa.
this is unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
Really unnecessary. Why will you go for that tackle after he has just go and turn back and
Wow.
go
Got it.
and mark again? But look at it. This is in the center circle. Now he has to be careful for the rest of the
Yeah,
game.
you have to be
That's
careful for the rest of the game, as this game is approaching the 30th minute already. And it's still Hakimi who is on the floor there, on the ground, sorry. I'm still feeling that pain. And I think any moment from now we'll be having the cooling break in this encounter. 30 minutes gone, it's still Morocco 0, South Africa 0. And both teams are currently sizing each other very well in this encounter.
Yeah, both teams are sizing each other. Both teams are trying to look for where to hurt the other team where it hurts the most. And so, but I think so far so good. It has been Morocco who has been the better side, who has done something you can say is a bit manageable going up front. At least they've tried to create, even though they don't have a shot on target yet, but they've actually had some good dominance in the final third.
Okay, right there in the game between Luton Town and Brighton, it's like Brighton are here for the taking, as Luton Town has just tripled their lead right now in this encounter. Elijah Adebayo with a second up for the night to take Luton Town into 3 goals up against Brighton Town in that encounter. That game is in the 44th minute, and Luton Town currently leads 3-0. And right here is Eberechi Eze with a second goal. And looking at that goal, 2 goals for Eberechi Eze, 2 assists for Michael Olise in the same game.
Yeah, Olise is back, and you see, it was obvious that they really miss him in that game against Arsenal. Being back, 2 assists, then 2 goals for Eze. And that, you know that with the presence of Olise, the workload on Eze will actually reduce, especially going forward. So the partnership is beginning to grow stronger, and we can't wait to get more performances like this from them. But not against Chelsea.
You can hear that from the Chelsea faithful and as the Morocco fans during the cooling break, still having that belief that yes, their team are actually doing very well against the Bafana of South Africa. Just 1 shot on target in this game, and just that 1 shot on target has fallen into the hands of South Africa in this game. And talking about clinical or being clinical in front of goal, I think that is where Morocco should be very much careful against the South Africans.
And I think Bono was just lucky here.
Yeah.
Because he didn't calculate that the ball will bounce in front of him. If not that he was lucky, that ball would have gone in. And it would have been Morocco under intense pressure. Really
And that looks like that was a well-taken hit there from Tobo Mukwaina, South African midfielder in this encounter. 32nd minute of this game, and it's still 0-0 between Morocco and South Africa. The Gaffer, do you say about any of these 2 teams scoring in this first half?
In the first half, we have we have a lot of time to go here in this encounter, and football nowadays sometimes I'm afraid to
you want to sit on defense like I was sitting.
There's a chance for Morocco to break through against South Africa. Sends one straight into the box. Easily blocked there by Kekena. And we have the first goal in this game. And the referee flags that off for an offside. And that goal won't be standing. Where it hits there from Mazori, the Bayern Munich defender right there.
This is where
well worked there. But the referee says no, that is offside. Let's say that's called if that was actually offside. Wow, it was way off in the offside position. Yeah. And that goal won't be standing. But look at that hit from Azori there. What a shot from there. Which beat Williams in his rest position there.
Yeah, I think he didn't really see the ball coming that way. He would have reacted fast. And I think the officiating in this Nations Cup has been top notch. I think this deserves some.
I know most of the players relax. It's like they had the referee blew the whistle, so they relaxed before he took that ball.
Well, like, why you can't always talk about officiating in the Nations Cup, and for the first time in this game, I'm seeing the face of Pesitao right now. We couldn't get onto that as he wasn't really the tallest of players. Another offside against Morocco in the 34th minute of this game. I don't know what Hakimi is arguing there, but that is surely an offside.
Yeah,
And it's looking like
Akimi
the
should be
pressure.
careful.
And it's looking like the pressure is getting to the Morocco players, and probably they
This is
expect
an offside.
this is an offside.
Why
For a
is he
professional player, I don't really
shouting?
expect him to be shouting that much. That was offside against the PSG defender. And it's South Africa who has restarted play in this encounter, and it's Modiba who goes back into the hands of Mvala, and Mvala holds onto the ball and sends it to Grant Kekana. And Kekana straight all to it and looks to locate in the midfield, sends a long one trying to locate them evidence, but there's no evidence from evidence there. And that was a kick on the South African. But the referee says play should continue, and it's a Mokoena who is currently down, looking like he got hit there, and that should be checked by VR if I'm not mistaken. But the referee allows play to continue.
Yeah, he allows play to continue. And in the game between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal, Taiwo Awoniyi has been introduced into the game, and is one player that can lead.
And he knows how to score against the big boys.
He knows that, especially Arsenal. He was one of those guys responsible for Arsenal not winning the Premier League last season because his goal actually made.
Let's look at this again. Was that a penalty?
Oh,
wow! Did he got the ball?
I think that was
he got the leg.
I don't think.
Okay, the referee is not giving that as the referee is not checking that, and VR check is over. And VR adjudged that not to be a serious kick on Mokoena there. And South Africa were currently back in possession of the ball and attacking against Morocco in the 35th minute of this encounter. 10 more minutes to go in first half. Still 0-0 between Morocco and South Africa. And the second half in that game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest at the City Ground has just restarted. And it's still 0-0. Chris Wood being withdrawn for the returning Nigerian striker Taiwo Awoniyi. Yeah. How much have they really missed Taiwo Awoniyi in that starting 11?
I think they've really missed him.
I think one man who actually missed him has to be their last manager who was sacked.
Yeah, I think if he was around, maybe he wouldn't have been sacked because Taiwo Awoniyi knows how to lead the line. He knows how to carry the team along. And if he's not scoring, he knows how to drop those assists. And with the way he took up the team and carried them on his shoulder last season, even till this season, you can't have that player injured and you won't feel his absence in the team.
Okay, right now is South Africa who has just picked another yellow card, and unnecessary one from Grant Kekana, which makes it 2 of South Africa back 4 right now in the referee's book, and they have to be so much careful looking at the striker they're playing against, Yusuf El-Nassiri, and we know how dangerous it can be up front against any team.
Yeah, they're very, very dangerous, and he's just looking for the best opportunity, and you see him come out, exploit those chances and get the goal. We saw the move he made, but he was adjudged offside. And he's always present. He's always present. If he's not getting the passes, you see him come and create chances. Those are the kind of striker we're talking about. But they're really missing ZH here because that combination between them is fantastic.
Yeah, that right. ZH and Hakim.
Yeah, ZH, Hakim, and El-Nassiri. The combination is fantastic, and to me, it's missing them, and that's why.
Mazori with a cross into the box was straight into the hands of Rowan
you
Williams.
See what
there.
Williams did now. Yeah. You see that he couldn't open his lap. That was the kind of situation Wambali was.
And here's another chance for South Africa to attack there, but seems Pesitao was coming from the offside position, and it will be out. That was evidence Makoga coming out from the offside position, and he won't be attacking that. As Morocco who are breaking from the back against South Africa right now. This game is in the 37th minute. We're approaching the 38th minute right now, and it's still 0-0 with none of this team being able to break themselves at the back in this game. And it's looking like this first half might be ending up 0-0. Yeah. And South Africa, Morocco who are attacking right now. Hakim is straight into the midfield, finds Zenai, and back into the hands of Adi, who returns it back into the hands of Agad. Agad with a long one trying to locate Ezazoli there. Well, that was a wrong one and a long one. Couldn't get into the hands of El-Nassiri in the up front for Morocco in this encounter. Still 0-0 in the 38th minute of this game. And it's looking like the first half might just be ending 0-0.
You see? Yeah. You see that you can't protect yourself.
It's 0-0, it's going to be... there's going to be a winner here in this encounter today.
Of
You know,
course.
I just
Either by hook or by
but I'm
crook.
not seeing
I
it.
just pray.
I'm not seeing
I
it.
just pray it doesn't go into extra
I'm
time.
not. I'm not seeing it
I
going
just
into.
pray so. I pray so.
I don't see it going into extra time.
But with the way
There's
it's
surely going to be
going,
a goal.
if it continues like this, I think we are in for extra.
Okay, you can hear that from the guys. And the guys from the Star Nation, the Red Star Nation there in Morocco, will be the host for the next Afcon in 2025. So this is a rehearsal for them going into the Afcon. But as favourites, and here's a
That's
chance
a
for
good
South Africa
chance.
there, evidence on the ball, but there's no evidence from evidence as he couldn't put that into the back of the net and it goes out for a throw-in
And it's
and
enough
what
time.
a way for Morocco to respond there. And that was a great chance to fall into the hands of Sito there. Sito couldn't hold on to that. Look at that movement. Yes,
But
it
it's
was
an
surely
offside.
in the offside, deep into offside position there. And if that had gone into the back of the net,
It
it
won't
would
stand.
have counted as
Yeah.
a goal. As
Yeah.
for the final, Walid, yeah, we are moving straight into the final from the Morocco fans. And probably they've seen Senegal lost out of the Nations Cup, and they are actually feeling right now that they are the favourites to win it.
Obviously, they are the favorite. After Senegal, Morocco, then the others. So
What about Super Eagles?
the Super Eagles is not part of the favorite. It's one of those teams
Yeah.
that, yeah, they
I
are
do
part of
believe
the
that. I do
giant.
believe that. Yes, we are favourites.
Yeah,
Coming,
they used to
coming to
believe,
this
yes.
tournament, we are not.
They used to feel like
yeah.
they are the favorite, but in reality, they are not really the favorite. They are just one of those African giants.
Well, looking at Nigeria at what's it called, at competitions, especially Afcon, when you look at it, it looks like they are more of a team capable of playing at competitions than
Yeah.
playing individual
Yeah,
probably
Nigeria
friendly
is
matches.
one of those few teams in Africa that are tournament teams.
Yeah.
Whereby when they start a competition, they can grow into that competition. But they've not been able to grow into the FIFA World Cup. It's only Afcon they were doing it. So we hope that they'll take it a step further and actually go into the FIFA World Cup at the next showpiece in Canada,
USA,
US,
Mexico.
Yeah. I know the way they are taking the African Cup of Nations now. Most countries are taking it so seriously, like it is.
He has a chance for Nottingham Forest. Would that be going to the back of the net, but straight into the hands of David Raya, as that's going to threaten the Spaniard in the goalpost for Arsenal. 52nd minute in that game. It's still 0-0 between the Gunners and Nottingham Forest. The 40th minute in this encounter between Morocco and South Africa. It's still 0-0 between Bafana and the Atlas Lion in that encounter. I got on the ball there. Sends one straight into the midfield where he finds Unai. As Unai on the ball, holds onto it and sends it straight inward to Adi, and Adi back into the hands of Agad. Agad sends one straight into the hands of the captain Saiz, and Saiz on the ball finds the Bayern Munich left back Mazzori.
And that's
And
a good chance for
chance
Arsenal.
for Arsenal to go one ahead there. But rest came that was a great chance for the Gunners, but they couldn't get that into the back of the net. But still Arsenal asking the question and attacking against Nottingham Forest. They need to get that opener anytime soon.
Yeah, they need to get it as soon as possible. It's very, very important because these kinds of games, you don't want to wait till die minute. The pressure will be too much, and you can even open up for some silly mistakes and errors right there. So I think Arsenal should begin to have that sense of urgency to actually get
Here's a great chance for Morocco to go one up against South Africa. South Africa go up against Morocco. But Saiz to the rescue. No, that's Agad. Oh, yeah, that looks like Agad. Yes, Agad to the rescue. For Morocco, and that will have been a flat movement there for South Africa. Where was Saiz? Because Saiz should be the one blocking it out there, and that should be a corner kick. To okay, it was really blocked.
I think it was a free kick.
Okay, it should be a free kick against Agad there.
No, against evidence.
Yeah, it's a free kick to Morocco. It's a free kick to Morocco.
I don't know why the lineman raised his flag.
42nd of this 42nd minute of this encounter. And we're approaching the 43rd minute, and it's Arsenal who also has a free corner kick in that game against Nottingham Forest. Bukayo Saka with that corner kick straight into the box and straight into the hands of Matt Tunnell. The American is not having any problem gathering that for Nottingham Forest. He sends one straight into the hands of his teammate there, and is Nottingham Forest attacking against Arsenal right now to say if they can get one off play there. It's Nottingham Forest who finds himself through Neko Williams there into the balls there, but Taiwo Awoniyi could hold on to that as that sails off wide into the yellow bodies of the Arsenal there. Bukayo Saka on the ball comes inward into midfield, and it's Arsenal who are currently attacking against Nottingham Forest, But this will be a chance for the Gunners. Sends one straight into the hands of Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli finds his way into the box and tries to set itself up for a corner, but that's only going to the back of the net as the Nottingham Forest defender Moreno there just cleared the line for Nottingham Forest. There's going to be a corner kick to Arsenal in that encounter. And it's looking like the Gunners are asking all the questions, but no answers from Arsenal right now in the 56th minute of that encounter. 44th minute in this game between Morocco and South Africa. It's still 0-0 between Morocco and South Africa.
Yeah, still 0-0 between Morocco and South Africa. And it's a game that South Africa are beginning to impress because we thought at this time they might be one goal down or two goals down. But they've really come to the party and they've really had their own time. Their attempts at goal, like the shot Mokoena had the other time. And I think it's a game that both teams can actually grow into this game. The respect South Africa has given to the Moroccans is beginning to go down, and they are beginning to take the game to Morocco too, and that's a good one.
Yes, South Africa on the chance there. Morocco on the chance with this big opportunity, and it's a chance there for Nai. That's Hadley there. Hadley there with a selfish chance there. He should have actually squared that out for his teammates.
Yeah, he even had the opportunity.
Yeah, he was selfish there.
You see, Wagley is even angry at him.
Yeah. Look at that.
He had the opportunity to kill it.
He was going for glory. He was going for glories.
Okay, look at it.
He was
even from here.
Too slow.
Oh, there was no point. There was no point.
I think that was the best.
He should have gone for the shot from here.
I think he lost balance. He lost balance. I think that was the right thing to do, but he lost balance.
Yes, Arsenal! Hey! Oh, the woodwork to the rescue for Nottingham Forest there as that shot from Bukayo Saka crashed against the woodwork. And Arsenal will still be asking all the questions, but that first goal is still eluding them in this game. Ben White will across into the box. He's been dispossessed there, and it's Nottingham Forest will be clearing the lines, but back into the hands of the Gunners, who holds onto the ball. William Saliba sends him straight into the hands of Odegaard. As Newcastle has regained possession. Nottingham Forest, who has regained possession against Arsenal. And it's Arsenal who will be having a free kick right there against Nottingham Forest. Look at our shot there. What a movement for Arsenal to try and go one up. You don't give Saka all the space. And look at that pass there. What a movement. Just crashed that across the woodwork. Another chance for Morocco to go one up. But they couldn't.
I think that was Gabriel Jesus.
Oh, that was Gabriel Jesus, yeah.
And it was on his strong foot. I think I still think Arsenal need the out-for-out number 9. And that's a good chance for Morocco.
That was a badly placed ball there by what's it called? Is that not the number 15 Amala? He should be doing better there. He should be doing better. He had all the old length of the post there to pick his spot, but he just went close to the outside of the goalpost. And yes, South Africa, who are currently attacking against Morocco, and we are currently in the 45th minute, additional time in the first half. And any moment from now, we'll be seeing the referee calling this game to a pause in this first half. 0-0 it stands, and the additional minutes is 4 minutes being added by the center referee in this encounter. And we have seen 1 minute already being played, or second minute, of additional time played. 2 more minutes to go in first half until this game is called into a pause. It's still 0-0 between Morocco and South Africa, and Morocco still asking and looking for their first shot on target in this game.
Yeah.
With all the domination, with all the possession, they've not actually had any shot on target. That's to tell you how if we have. But also, I want to greet the defense of the South African side. They are the ones putting them in an uncomfortable position to make them miss all those chances. But their defense to me, South African defense to me, is not too strong. You understand what I'm saying? It's not too strong. A very strong forward lineup of forwards can easily break this defense. They're just lucky to some extent here. They have to do more to save the situation, because Morocco is looking good right now. Look at within 3 minutes they've had 2 shots close to getting into the net.
Okay, back in the game is Hakimi, always in lots of troubles on this pitch, and it's late on in the first half, and Morocco will be having the last kick of this half with this free kick from Morocco in the last minutes of additional time. It's 4 minutes of additional, 12 minutes of additional time played already, so we have 1 more minute to go in additional time. Let's see if Morocco will be getting the first goal out of this one of the last attack of this encounter. Morocco's trying to pick out a pocket pass there to Hakimi, but that pass couldn't locate the Moroccan there, and South Africa will be breaking through on that on a counter there. Couldn't just get or make good use of that, and back in play is South Africa in possession. Sends one straight to the hands of Madu there, and sorry, Mokoena. Is Mokoena on the ball? What will he make out of that? Sends it straight into the midfield where he finds Morena. Morena back into the hands of Mudau there. Mudau straight into the midfield to find Mokoena. Mokoena sending it back into the hands of Kekana, sorry. And it's South Africa attacking right now against Morocco in the dying embers of this first half. And this should be the last attacking movement from South Africa in this game. Let's see if they can finally get to utilize that, but easily dispossessed there. And this Morocco will be eating them on the counter. Another easily dispossessed, and South Africa taking a big run against the Morocco and still being played by the South Africans and sends one straight into the left-hand wing. And still South Africa with a late charge against the Morocco in this encounter. There's be a chance for South Africa to get the first goal in this game. It's still being played. Hold on to it and finally dispossessed there by the Moroccans, who tries to beat it out of their shore, but still lost possession into the hands of the white bodies of the White South Africans with a long shot.
Oh.
But that will be beating Bono, who is showing his frustration at his defenders there. And the referee says, I've seen enough of this first half, and it's over in this first half. 0-0 at halftime, Morocco and South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful first half, intense first half. That we saw it coming. There's going to be a very tight one. And hey, look at this. The end of the first half is still goalless. Nobody have scored. And if you look at the the number of shots on target is very minimal for both sides. That's to tell you how both sides have actually defended. And coming to this match, South Africa were the underdog, but to some extent also they have put good fight against the Moroccans. With good play, good flow of football. But hey, when they come in the second half, they really need to do a lot. They really need to do a lot. Because if they end in a draw, how good is South Africa when it comes to penalty? How good is their goalkeeper? The Moroccans, they have a very good goalkeeper because he's number one in Africa right now. He's the number one in Africa, and they have good penalty takers too. But we can't underrate anybody when it comes to penalty too. But a draw will not be too good for South Africa.
Okay, 0-0 at halftime. Yeah, mate. What is your take at halftime?
Yeah, good game of football. The two teams were a bit cautious. They don't want to make mistakes, and when teams come to play like that they don't want to make mistakes, they mostly don't really go out in the game. A game whereby it's a bit cagey. No, it's really really cagey. You find it out to see any clear cut chance, and it's just a game that they've been too sensitive about their defense, and you can't blame them because it's the knockout stage. But at least they can be more expressive and give us something to cheer and entertain us with football. But it has been so cagey and a tight-fisted game whereby you just want to keep it tight at the back, even though you don't get the goal.
Okay, let's see. And the game where we are yet to see a goal also is the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest in the 64th minute. Bukayo Saka on the ball there for Arsenal. Beats his man and sends one straight into the box. It's Arsenal who are still asking the question, but immediately being dispossessed there by Nottingham Forest, and it's going to be a throwing advantage to Nottingham Forest in the 64th minute of this game. Still 0-0 between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest.
Yeah, still 0-0.
We can see
Austin
Hudson-Odoi
Odoi is about to be introduced into this game, and I think that guy can run them well good from the wings too. So Arsenal going on the attack, they need to be careful. There's not a pacey player on the wings.
Well, he hasn't really lived up to expectations that I'm Nottingham Forest also.
But you have to talk about the fact that he has not really been given enough playing time. I think playing time has been one of those things where that he has not been given at Nottingham Forest. And I think if you give him playing time, I think we are into for another fantastic player.
Okay, yeah, is the ball being restarted and Arsenal in possession of, and right now they move straight forward to try and see if they can get a first goal into the box there from the captain, but couldn't locate any Arsenal player in the box. Arsenal playing high line against the Nottingham Forest in this game, and the chance for Arsenal to break through the back line of Nottingham Forest in this encounter, and it's that is
Not the guy.
all they got on the ball there were easily dispossessed there by Nottingham Forest. Nico Williams there. There's going to be a throw in to Arsenal. They take that so fast there into the box, and the opportunity for Arsenal to run through the line. And it's the first goal for the Gunners. And finally, Gabriel Jesus has broken the deadlock from that fast play from Arsenal in the 65th minute. How the Nottingham Forest not block their lines there?
I think the goalkeeper has a lot of blame in that. How did that goal get into the net from that tight angle? Maybe he lost concentration, thought that Gabriel Jesus will score that one, and he went straight for goal. Before he knew it, it was in the back of the net. But let's see what replay will do. Yeah, will show us, and let's see if it will do justice to that.
Sometimes when a striker misses kind of goal, probably try scoring from that kind of tight goal and miss it. A lot of people say it's a selfish player, but when he gets it like this, we clap for him. But look at it for him to take that. Look at the tight corner. It looked as if it was off. Let's see.
Wow.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't off. It wasn't off. It was not even looking like it was off. It was a fast time throw in there from Arsenal. And that is a typical striker goal, an experienced striker
How
goal.
did Turner?
But
No.
it's like the rule. They say there's no off in throwing. Is it correct?
No, this is not off. There's off.
off.
That's actually not off. There's off in throwing, but this is not off.
Okay.
Okay, back in play is Gabriel Jesus, who has just broken the deadlock in the 65th minute for Arsenal, right there at the City ground. And it's Arsenal who are currently leading 1-0 against the Nottingham Forest. Matt Tunnell, really in disbelief for conceding that type of goal from the Gunners in this game. And it's currently 1-0 Arsenal lead, and it's the Nottingham Forest who will be looking for immediate response against Arsenal in this encounter. Back into the defender there, Andrew Omobola Bamidele, and the goalkeeper sends a long one straight, and is Austin Odoi on the ball, comes back into the midfield to find Gibbs White, but the referee spotted this as an offside call there in the 67th minute of that game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Arsenal leading 1-0 in that game, and Nottingham Forest has lots of questions to do if they want to come back into this game against Arsenal.
Yeah, they really need to do more, especially in the attacking aspect. And there's something just crossed my mind. Just imagine Bukayo Saka had played for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Right now, Arsenal would have been complaining and praying that the Super Eagles should be out of the Nations Cup already. But this is a game that Arsenal has dominated from the first half, from the get-go. And I think the tactical input of Arteta has come to play. The defenders playing high line has really worked for Arsenal. They've gotten a goal. I think they should revert to their normal defensive way, because Nottingham Forest will come as them. And when it start approaching the 80th minute of this game, I think Nottingham Forest will want to come back into this game. And especially when another substitute comes from the coach that increases the number of bodies up front, it can prove to be risky for us.
Okay, let's see if that can be risky for Arsenal in this encounter. And it's Nottingham Forest. Arsenal will send one straight into their box and clears the line against the Nottingham Forest in the 68th minute, and still enjoying their one goal share of this game. And it's Nottingham Forest breaking through the lines for against Arsenal. And this might just be an opportunity for Nottingham Forest to get one back into this game, or easily cleared there by the Arsenal defenders. And Bukayo Saka finally clearing that for Arsenal as it sends one straight wide, and it's Murillo who gets onto that for Nottingham Forest. But big broken there is Arsenal, who currently run straight on the run right there. And what would they make out of this? Sends one straight into the hands of the captain, Martin Odegaard, straight into the hands of Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka with a shot there, but deflected off for a corner kick from Murillo there, who has really faced lots of challenges in this game against Arsenal.
I think Mourinho has been
he has actually been one of the best defenders.
So we saw a lot of attack he has actually stopped, and a lot of ball he has blocked. And what actually happened here is that Bukayo Saka was actually predictable to the Nottingham Forest. They know the next thing he will do, because everybody studied him, and he did exactly that. Even the goalkeeper was already moving. He knew where he would place the ball. So it's not good for you to be known. Somebody can interpret you very well. No, it's not. Can predict you very well. It's not always good like that.
Okay, back in play is Arsenal with a corner kick and sends one straight into the box there, but easily dispossessed there by Nottingham Forest players, who actually defended that very well against the Gunners. And Arsenal was sending one back into their own half of the pitch, and still 0-0, still 1-0 with Nottingham Forest leading in that encounter. And straight to other centers, it's Still 3-0 in the game between Luton Town and Brighton, and still 0-0 in the game. 4-0 now. Okay, 4-0 in that game between Brighton and Nottingham and Luton Town and Brighton. I'm still saying it's 3-0 here.
Okay.
Okay,
I think it's
yet to be
3-0.
updated here, but still 3-0 in the last time since the last time.
There's a correction.
Okay. And still 3-0 in that game between Luton Town and Brighton, with Brighton still looking to come back in that game. Newcastle are running riot against Aston Villa right there at Villa Park, with Newcastle leading in the 44th minute, and it's 2-0 Newcastle leading. 2 goals from Fabian Schär in this encounter. Really great for Newcastle to get back to winning ways in the EPL. Back into the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. 70th minute of this game, 20 more minutes to go, and it's still 1-0, and it's still, a close game to call a game over. Because when you look at it 1-0, a team can still come back into it.
Yeah, 1-0. The team you just want to mention will be Senegal yesterday, who had 1-0. And they got that shocking equalizer at the depth of the second half, 86 minutes or thereabouts. So I think with 1-0, Arsenal know what to expect. Now, Kai Havertz is on the field, and I think Kai Havertz knows what is expected of him. And just get that second goal pushing and be almost on 100 in this game.
Okay, you can hear that from your mind. Kai Havertz has been thrown into this game for Arsenal. Let's see what the Arsenal highest paid player will be making in this encounter. There's a corner kick right there to Nottingham Forest, who takes one in the 71st minute straight into the box, but easily cleared out. Another chance there for Arsenal from Nottingham Forest to take a shot, but easily dispossessed there by the Gunners. Arsenal taking a challenge and trying to eat Nottingham Forest on the counter. Right, there's an opportunity to eat on the counter, 3 or 4 against 2 right now. An opportunity for Arsenal to get a second goal. Bukayo Saka with opportunity, and that is a goal! It has been a long time coming, and finally it has paid off for Bukayo Saka, and Arsenal double their lead in this game. 2-0 the lead against Nottingham Forest in the 72nd minute. He needed that goal. Yeah. He has been looking for that goal, and finally that goal arrived for him. Yeah. Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 0 in the 72nd minute of this encounter.
Yeah, and that's the way to go. That's just the way to go. Bukayo Saka, a lot of responsibility on him. I think he got the much needed rest of that 1 week. He maximized it. And you can see a fresh Saka, a Saka now that can take on any team, and you can be sure that he can give you the goodies of. Look at that pass from.
Look at that pass. That was actually a great pass there from Gabriel Jesus to Bukayo Saka to get that, and look at the counter attack from Arsenal. That is what you get from the fast flow play from the Gunners. Took a spot and beat his former teammate to his rear angle there to double the lead of Arsenal in this game. Arsenal back in contention.
Yeah, back in contention. But wait, I know they will become a temporary Chelsea fan tomorrow. Hoping that Chelsea will do them.
Do you see Chelsea doing that?
Anything is possible. When
okay, they want Chelsea to defend Liverpool.
Yeah,
so that they can go top.
But at Anfield, oh my goodness, they are one hell of another team entirely.
So that means Chelsea.
And now Klopp announced is going to leave at the end of this season. So they will be playing with a lot of venom, so much venom.
And I think I also said it's going to probably going to follow.
No. He said it's a lie. That's
okay. Said it's a lie.
His story was unfounded.
That was actually a wrong story.
That's a rumor.
Onto the line. And back in that game is in the 73rd minute. It's still 2-0 Arsenal lead against Nottingham Forest, and it's looking like the Gunners have this game covered already, and they'll fancy taking this victory over Nottingham Forest. 2-0 the lead right now, and let's see what the table currently looks like. And Arsenal will be staying on the second position after playing 22 games. This is their week 22 games, and they currently stand at 14 wins and 4 draws and 4 losses. Scored 43 goals and conceded 20 goals, but having 46 points, they still stand up 2 points shy of the table toppers. Liverpool will go head-to-head against Chelsea tomorrow. And during the press conference today, Mauricio Pochettino talked about Nicholas Jackson coming back into the team, that he might make it to the bench tomorrow.
Yeah, what do you expect? He's part of the squad, so he has to resume to duties. But I think he needs to give him some rest, maybe 2 3 days. The other guys had a 1 week off,
Mhm.
but he didn't have it because he was away at Nations Cup. So I think he should be given at least 2 3 4 days rest before he gets back to action.
Okay, you can hear that from him. Yeah, might he expect he should be given break, but he didn't really play at the Nations Cup. So I
Yeah,
don't really
but
think
was
he deserves any break. He should
most
come
time
back.
he was using the
He
second
needs to
half.
but
get back.
but
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 he didn't record
but
any
he
goal.
was part of the
No, he didn't
training.
score any good. He didn't score at the Nations Cup.
He didn't
He
score.
coming back in.
Okay, back in play in Arsenal game is the 75th minute of that encounter. As Arsenal was still asking a lot of questions and trying to get back into or get more goals in this encounter. Nottingham Forest preparing another substitution in that game as that former Manchester United midfielder. And you ask yourself, why didn't Elanga start this game?
Yeah, when you look at it, Elanga is one expressive winger, but coaches have their preference. The former coach, usually starts him or bring him up along the line, maybe in the second half. But this is a new coach. You expect that there will be some new things he will introduce, and we don't even know if Elanga is fully fit like that. But the coach, the former coach of Tottenham and Wolves, he knows what he's doing. He's been there, done that, and I think he knows why he has chosen not to go the line of Elanga in the starting 11.
Okay, Raya with the long one straight into the other half, but big like there by Nottingham Forest, and is the former Chelsea player there, Hudson Odoi, who couldn't hold on to that, and it's going to be a throw into Arsenal in the 77th minute of this game. 30 more minutes for the Gunners to get a famous victory over Nottingham Forest at the City Ground Stadium, and Zelanga will be thrown in by the manager of of Nottingham Forest to try and get 2 goals for Nottingham Forest in this game. It's a game of football, and the manager is Nuno Espirito Santo, and we
Mm.
know what he can do as the manager. Elanga can come into this game and find a way to get Nottingham Forest 2 goals in this game.
Yeah, he can find a way out in this game, but I don't see that happening because you will have to have the possession of the ball before you can try to say you want to eat your opponent on goal. But Arsenal has totally dominated, and this was what I was expecting from Senegal yesterday. When you are leading, still dominate play. And the way they dominate play, even Ivory Coast will be scared almost all through the game to come out. But when you score the goal and you just revert to defending, and I think that was their own doing. So
This is
Arsenal
Elanga.
is doing the right
Yeah.
thing.
As Nottingham Forest who are throwing in Elanga into this game, and Williams being withdrawn by Espirito Santo in this game. 78 minutes, 12 more minutes to go. Let's say the magic Elanga can perform in this game against the Gunners. 2 goals for Arsenal in this game. Gabriel Jesus with the first goal, and he's been withdrawn by the Arsenal manager right now. And the second goal was scored by Bukayo Saka in this encounter.
Yeah, first goal
And
scored by
Trossard,
Gabriel
who
Jesus.
has been thrown into this encounter. Let's see what Trossard will be making in this game, as Martinelli has also been withdrawn. And right here we can also see Nketiah replacing Gabriel Jesus for the remaining 12 minutes of this game. And it's looking like Mikel Arteta believes this game is over.
Yeah, I think he believes it's over, but you have to consider that Gabriel Jesus too is a glass leg. So many of the times when he's not needed, I think there's no need to actually keep him on the field because he can get injured again and go for a few weeks before you know that's not playing one important game. And they
And
get
they
to
have Liverpool during the weekend,
yeah, they have the Liverpool game coming up,
and that
coming
promises to be
thick and
another big
fast,
one.
and it's another big one. So I think it's a good one, Ateta. But another player he needs to manage well is Saka. He's playing too many games. Too many
Oh, we've
games.
always complained about that. It's looking like there's no remedy to that for Arsenal yet, and they have to depend on that young man very much. And in the second half in the game between Morocco and South Africa, that game has just started right there in Ivory Coast, and still 0-0 between Morocco and South Africa as they head into the last 4 to 5 minutes of regulation time as the second half will start. Let's see which of these two teams will be getting that needed first goal or the needed victory to make their way into the quarterfinals of this competition. And South Africa were currently in possession, but easily dispossessed in the midfield by Morocco. And it's Amrabat who has just won a free kick against South Africa. back in that game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. It's Nottingham Forest who are currently attacking against the Gunners in this game. Sends one straight into the hands of McTonnell in goal post. And it is Luton who has just made it 4-0 against Brighton. And it's looking like they are home and dry against Brighton right now.
Yeah.
4-0 is actually, and it's hat-trick for Elijah Adebayo in this encounter. Nigeria
Wow.
should be calling this guy up very soon.
Yeah, Nigeria, they have them all over, scattered all over the world. But hey, you can only take the ones that is you read. So a good one for Luton Town. I think they are out of the relegation zone now.
No,
With this,
they're currently 17th. Yeah, they're out of
out
relegation.
on top
Yeah.
of the
Everton
relegation
are
zone.
back.
Yes,
Everton are back in the relegation zone.
yes,
Should
Everton
this
are
game
back.
end 0-0 for Everton?
Yes, yes, and this is a good. This one is supportive.
But looking at Luton Town, they actually deserve to beat the fourth.
Yeah,
I think they deserve it if they can keep it up like this. Playing at their home ground, they've been a difficult team to break down. If they can continue like that, they will stay up.
Okay, and let's go back into the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. That game is in the 80th minute, and Arsenal run straight against Nottingham Forest. Trossard on the ball there, and the chance to take a shot. Wow! But that sails wide of the goalpost of Matt Turner there. And here's another chance for Morocco to go one. Oh, but that's going to be going to the back of the net. Nai with that great chance for Morocco, but that sails wide, and it's going to be a goal kick to South Africa. Look at that. How do you make that defensive error right there in the midfield against a team like Morocco? Nai with a clear cut chance there. He should be doing better. With looking at his own standard, he should be doing better there. That was a good chance that fell into the hands of the Olympic Marcel midfielder, but he couldn't just keep that through the post of Williams there, as that sails wide off the goalpost, and it's going to be a goal kick to to South Africa. And South Africa were clearing their lines and attacking against Morocco. Back one there by Sofian Amrabat, who holds on to that and sends it straight into the midfield where he finds Unai, who has really been a thorn in the flesh of South Africa in this game. And the referee just spotted an infringement against Mokoena in the midfield. It's going to be a free kick to Morocco. Looking at Unai everywhere.
Yeah, Unai everywhere. You have to give the guy a lot of credit. With the energy he comes to play with, it now shows that it's not a fluke what he did in the FIFA World Cup. And he has been really good. He has been really good right there. And he has been one player that has been a team man all through. So I think for the remainder of this game, it can be one of those players that will come to the party for him, and they will come to body good. But hey, I think it was too flat-footed playing that at it. It was too relaxed that this was going in, and I think that's the attitude that Morocco don't want to have. You need to kill your opponent and make sure they don't rise up again.
Okay, just make sure they don't rise up again. And it's the 50th minute of this game. 5 minutes gone on the second half. And it's still 0-0 between Morocco and South Africa. The fans in that stadium are waiting and expecting that goal. But it has really been an interesting tactical game between the Atlas Lions and the Bafana Bafana boys. And here is the opportunity for Morocco to find themselves in the box. What a chance for Morocco. But the players went down there and the referee says, no, that was an easy touch on you there. The referee is not having any of that. Let's see if we are checking that. And is the Barcelona lonely player there, Ezazoli. Oh, was it loaned? I think it's normal with Barcelona. Ezazoli there with that good chance for his team. Yeah, he currently plays for Real Betis. He's currently with Real Betis, normal with Barcelona. Good pace right from that young man and the 22 years old winger. Let's see what VR decision will be. Will it be checked? Will it be that was soft? That was soft. Oh, but he didn't get out to the ball.
Yeah, but it was just running.
Yeah, and the ball was out of his leg.
Yeah, the ball was.
I don't really think.
He even tried to implicate the player by stretching his leg, and the player still shifted his leg. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I don't think there's going to be a penalty.
I think there's a VR check on that, and you can see the Morocco bench. Walid, I think he has to be very much careful because he just had a ban and a fine being overturned after that game against the Gambia.
Yeah, so
was it the Gambia? No, not Gambia.
Their first game.
Yeah.
So I think any when it's your favor side. Any touch you think is a penalty.
Mhm.
But they forget that there has to be enough contact. Because football is already a contact game. If
Yeah.
you whistle every contact, you will mess up the game.
So
So
look at
See,
that. That
look at
was
that
a
move.
good run there
Now,
from
the number
Ezazoli.
20 guy, he knew that this guy want to set him up. Even when he stretched his
Wow.
leg, he tried to open up his leg. Just watch. Look at it.
yeah,
You are able
There
to
was
free
no,
him.
Yeah.
there was no
If
contact.
you have
there.
clawed
Yes,
in
you
with
are
that
both the
second
second
leg,
leg.
yeah.
But he was aware, so he
It
now opened
was
up his leg.
smart.
It was smart,
It
yeah.
was smart. I don't think it's a penalty.
Okay, you can hear that from the guys. The guys don't think that should be a penalty, but let's go. VAR decision.
Even the
to
referee
be-
was
and
laughing.
the referee just smiling. Yeah, you can't just.
It
get-
told
you
the
can't get that
unnecessary,
to
no,
be-
it's not a
No,
penalty.
it's not a penalty, and it's going to be play on. And that is Ezazoli, the Real Betis winger, who has really been liking in this encounter for Morocco. It's still 0-0 in the 52nd minute of this game. And we can see the Moroccans still having the belief and high on the spirits on being still in that mode that that goal is going to come out for Morocco. But looking at South Africa, against run of play, they can get that winner in this game.
Yeah, they can get the winner because with the way Morocco is coming out there, I think they are up. We can be up for grabs, especially with the attack. But I think the presence of Agard would be huge. His experience, the way he organized the defense, will be massive in this game. And I think with the way this game is going, I might want to tilt towards a penalty.
Wow. Okay, let's see regulation time, which is what we really favor and what the players will really favor. And it's back in South Africa. South Africa were currently attacking against Morocco. Sends one back into the hands of Sito there. And Sito straightforward. The South Africa attacking and still holding on to it. Morocco has actually dispossessed them. And right here is back trying to locate El Zazoli there, but really easily caught out there by Mudau, who has really been a thorn in the flesh since first half. Mokwena on the ball there, and he has actually been the best player for South Africa in this encounter. Mokwena with the ball, holds onto it and sends one straight into the hands of Morena, back into the hands of Movala in the defense for South Africa. South Africa holding onto the ball and trying to attack against Morocco right now. And it's that number 10, pace it out for South Africa, sends one back into the midfield. And South Africa still holding on to the possession of the ball, tries to locate pace it out with a long through ball there. But that's only getting to the Al-Ali midfielder, and still South Africa still in possession. 55 minutes gone in this encounter, and 54 minutes already gone in this encounter. Still 0-0 between Morocco and South Africa. But the second half is eating up. And let's see if that goal, which eluded us in the first half, will be coming into this game in the second half and straight into the hands of Bono, as that's only getting into the hands of the number into the hands of evidence up front for South Africa. Mokwena everywhere, but still unable to find that killer pass for his team.
Yeah, he's still unable to find that killer pass. You can see the runs, and now you can see what South Africa are tilting towards. They want to run into the defense, send a blind pass.
But that's
run
actually
into-
going to be a lot of problem. We saw them try that against Mali, and it didn't work out for them. And
Yeah,
you're coming up against the defensive pairing of Saiz and Haggard. And they are both giant defenders, and how that up through kind of pass want to find its way to this two tall players. I don't really know how it's going to happen.
but it can come from the side, penetrate into the box, and anything can happen. So it's really possible, but how realistic is it is another topic for another day.
Here's a chance for that is the first goal. Awodi on his return has just gotten the first goal for Nottingham Forest in this game against Arsenal, and it's 2-1. A typical striker goal for the Nigerian there, and what a way to say you're back in the EPL. Awodi with that first goal back for Nottingham Forest in this game to send it 2-1. Look at that and how he spilled the Arsenal.
How he body checked Saliba there and got it into
slotted that into
That's
the back
what
of
they
the net.
call presence. One man in the midst of 3 defenders and buried it. That's the typical prolific striker goal. Bodied the first guy and got the ball in a good position, then finished it.
All right, it's game on in that game between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. Awodi getting his goal on his return, and there's a VAR check on that goal to see if there was a possible offside there. But I don't think Awodi was an offside. No, it was far from.
No, not the other guy.
No, but he was far
I
from
think
offside.
he was far
He
from
was far from offside.
But
that is the EPL VAR.
The VAR, they lie.
like it's off. If you look
No, I
at if
don't
they draw
think
the
so.
line, look at his ends. The
The
right
lines
hand.
will be coming out, so we'll be seeing
Look at
it.
it.
Oh, I
No,
don't
no,
really
no,
think.
no,
No, I
no.
don't
It's
think it
not
was an
up.
offside
I
position.
don't think it's
And that's what the VR decisions will be. But you know, in the EPL, it's so inconsistent, and you can't
yeah,
really
really
predict what the decisions will be. And the lines are out, and let's see what
and it's a
the
goal.
central referee decisions will be. But I expect that should be a goal. And right here's a chance for South Africa to go 1-up.
And
And
it's a
they
goal!
go! Mokwena with a goal. Evidence of that goal.
Oh,
It
it's a
stands
goal.
evidence with the goal. And
South
finally,
Africa.
evidence has gotten the evidence of this game. There is a lot of evidence for him right now.
Time to
South
dance.
Africa with the first goal in this encounter against Morocco. And they've broken the deadlock right there in the
And the goal stands.
and the goal
in
stands
Arsenal
also
game.
in the game between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. Game on in that encounter. And evidence of that goal in the 55th minute for South Africa. 1-0 the lead against the favorite or the favorites. Second favorite here, Morocco. What a way. Look at that defense splitting pass. Wow. Offside.
There's
No. I think Saiz
Yeah, we checked
kept him on there.
Yeah, look at
Look
that.
at that. Saiz kept him on. And look at that goal. Look at that kick from evidence. That is a typical striker goal from that young man.
But I think
South
VR
Africa
will
going one
check
up
that
right
for
there in that
us.
counter. And let's see what VR will be thinking of that.
That was
Evidence.
sweet finish.
Mark Pogba with that goal for South Africa in the 56th minute of this encounter. And finally, we have the breakthrough in this game. But we'll wait for VR decision on that goal.
Yeah, we'll wait for VAR decision. And it looks like Nottingham Forest has another chance. My goodness. Elanga has brought something new into this Nottingham Forest setup. And I wonder why the coach
And the goal
has left
stands
him.
that South Africa will currently lead against Morocco in the 58th minute of this game. And I expect this game to lighten up right now for the remaining 30 minutes of this encounter. And Morocco looking for an immediate response over against South Africa and find themselves in the box. But easily cleared out there, and it's going to be a goal kick to South Africa. Morocco has themselves to be blamed. They have themselves to be blamed right now.
Seriously, they really have themselves to be blamed. They could have done better than they just did. And I really, really think they need to come to the party and come very fast. Or else they will be on the next plane out of the Ivory Coast. And look at it, that's the 104th goal already.
Yeah.
And we are still in for more.
And we're staying in for more 104th goal already at the Afcon. And we still have 9 more games to go at the Afcon. So there's still a lot of games and a lot of goals still to come in the 2023 Afcon. Here's a shot there from Nottingham Forest, who are looking for that equalizer with that beat.
Oh my
Save
goodness!
there from David Raya to deny Awoni the equalizer. Here's a
And that's
chance
a
for
backup shot.
Morocco,
Oh my
who are also chasing an equalizer against South Africa in this game. And the game is already lighting up in the 59th minute of that game counter. Zazoli with that shot, but couldn't get that into the back of the net. And there's a VR check, I think, for a possible penalty against Arsenal late into this game. Late drama right there at the City ground.
No, I don't think that's a penalty. I don't think that's a penalty. It was just body checking too.
And yes, Morocco with 2 substitutions in this game against South Africa, and Sabari and Arts being thrown into this encounter by Wahid. Let's see what these 2 players will be bringing into this game for Morocco against South Africa, who are currently chasing the equalizer after dominating play, but went a goal down, a goal behind from that goal scored by Evidence in the 56th minute for South Africa. 60th minute 2 quarter and 1 hour of football played already. 30 more minutes to go, and the next hosting nation of the Afcon needs a big comeback against the Bafana boys in this game.
Yeah, they need to come back very fast. 60th minute already, and before you know it, the clock is winding down, ticking down seriously. And if there's a team that can defend, they defended very well against Mali, and I think if they've done it in that game before, they can do it again. Honestly, this South African team, they are full of energy. They can run any team rugged. The team that successfully defeated them is out, Senegal, but I still think they can actually take Morocco to the clear.
Okay, yeah, that's an Amila was also being withdrawn, and Adi were withdrawn in this encounter by Walid as he brought in Art and Sabari, if I'm not mistaken, into
Yes.
Sabari
Sabari.
into this encounter to see if they can find that needed equalizer for Morocco in this encounter. 60th minute approaching the 61st minute, another chance for Morocco to get a goal back in this game. But South Africa will eat out on the counter right now, but be dispossessed, and it's going to be a throwing to Morocco. Mokoena everywhere for South Africa in this game, and it looks like he might just be the man of the match.
Yeah,
Should
looks
South
like a
Africa win this game?
potential man of the match. If South Africa can take the game home like this,
And
one
look
nil.
at South Africa. Do they also stand a good chance of winning the Afcon? Should they
They,
qualify?
they have they stand a good chance. I think they will be facing Cape Verde,
Yeah, Cape
and
Verde.
they have a chance to. They have the advantage, the experience, and all to defeat Cape Verde. At least they've won the Afcon once before.
Yes, South Africa moving up forward to see if they can get the second goal. Yes, an attacking movement there. But Saeed Aga to the rescue for Morocco. As Morocco breaking out on the counter right now against South Africa. It's really a fast-paced game right now between both nations. And he has a chance for South Morocco to get one into the box. And Unai on the ball there. Finds himself into the box across the field there. And still Morocco, who are currently in possession. The cross, a dash should just be the equalizer for Morocco, but they can't just find that equalizer or the needed touch there. Hakimi with that opportunity, which I feel like he should have gone for a straight shot there, or a straight hit.
Yeah, I think he should have gone for a straight hit there, not the kind of dribble he went for. I think he could have gotten at least a rebound from the goalkeeper
I
if he
think,
had done so.
yeah, this is the moment South Africa can counter the Moroccans. But it's like they're not making use of that opportunity. You know, I've seen like two cases where the opportunity presented themselves for South Africa to counter, but they were not too, sharp when it comes to that counter. So,
One thing is South Africa is defending with all men behind the ball. So when you are defending like this, it's very difficult to be able to go on a counter, except if the opposing team makes mistakes.
Yes, another opportunity for South Africa to counter against Morocco. Oh, but that was a bad pass there and lost out, and the referee just spotted an infringement there, and it's going to be a free kick to South Africa. 64 minutes gone in this game, and South Africa leading 1-0. And Sofian Amrabat will be going into the books of the center referee. Emotions and pressure going in for Morocco in this encounter.
Yeah, pressure going in for Morocco right there. They will be beating themselves silly because, especially with that chance why he got and he miscued right there. I think every chance counts in this kind of stage of the competition. So it's now the left for Morocco to try to come back into this game. So Arsenal has won that one. They took it home 2-1. You see, that's the importance of one goal pushing. They could have lost all 3 points if not for that one goal and two goals cushion.
So that and it's like the seamless situation with South Africa now. Just one goal. So they need to top it. So that they'll be in a comfortable situation.
Yeah.
Okay, back in that game between Morocco and South Africa. It's still Morocco. It's Morocco who are trailing South Africa 1 goal in that counter.
South Africa, sorry.
No, they are trailing South Africa 1-0. And South Africa leading 1-0 in that game.
Typical
striker goal, typical striker goal, yeah. And let's see if Morocco can stage a comeback against us, South Africa. Beautiful dance from the African there. And still in the EPL, and the game between Crystal Palace and Sheffield United is currently in the 65th minute. It's still 2-2 in that encounter. Fulham against Everton is in the 84th minute, 0-0. Luton Town are still 4 goal up against the Brighton in the 78th minute. Newcastle are still 2 goal up against the Aston Villa right there at Villa Park in the 51st minute. And that is how it stands right now at the games in the EPL. The game is over in the game between Nottingham Forest and Arsenal. Arsenal just won that 2-1 right there at Nottingham Forest. And the goal scorer has just been replaced by Bruce, the manager of South Africa. And what a goal in that encounter. Let's really see if Morocco will be staging a comeback in this game, which they really need to do anytime soon.
Yeah, they really need to stage that comeback. They really need to come back into this game. But South Africa has, I think, about 35 minutes to defend. And if they can defend successfully, I think the goal scorer is still on the field.
Okay.
Evidence Makoga, Makoba Well, evidence is okay.
That's evidence, okay.
So I think that South Africa is playing more or less technical football. They are not here to play the tiki taka. They just want to find the right time to hurt you and not play the most, and that's what they have done.
As Morocco were back in possession, and that is Amrabat who goes back into the hands of the captain. Remy size straight into the midfield, and right here is Morocco still trying to look or locate and find a way to break through the South African backline. Right here, is South Africa with possession, defending deep in their box. And yes, South Africa breaking through the lines, and Gustav there tries to locate. Oh, here is the movement there for South Africa with a very chance for a second goal. But that's good to get into the hands of Pesitao up front there. And this Morocco breaking defense into attack right now in the dying embers of the second of this game. As we approach the 70 minutes, very chance here for Morocco. But the finishing touch, the final touch, eluded them there. Zazoli there with another chance for Morocco. But I just pray at the end of this game, they don't pay dearly for all those chances they're missing.
Yeah, I hope they don't pay dearly. In fact, they are paying already. Because if they are taking some of those chances they had, the game will be off fair and square right now. So I think with the way it's going, this game is really played at a very high tempo. We should not witness a game whereby the players will tire out towards the ending of this game. So I think, and if they tire out, it will be at Morocco's detriment because South Africans have enough morale because they are leading. That is enough reason why they can stay up and play even to 120 minutes.
68 minutes gone on that counter, and still South Africa leading 1-0. And it's Morocco asking all the questions. And remember at halftime we talked about South Africa coming into this game and getting a goal against the run of play, and that's what we've seen from the South Africans in this game, getting that needed 1-0 lead.
And that was not much touches. You can see a team that is tactically trained. You see, when you are tactically sound as a team, you don't need to possess all the ball. You just need to be critical, be very, very decisive whenever you are around the box.
A cross in the box from Morocco, but that eluded all the Moroccans in the box. It's going to be a goal kick to South Africa in the 69th minute of the encounter. And it's looking like Zazoli is currently tired. Wow.
Hey, that was serious.
That was a serious dribble.
Wow.
That's what we're going to the back of the net. What a dribble there from the 22 years old Real Betis midfielder. Another substitution from Morocco in this game is the number 20. And finally, Zazoli has been replaced in the attack counter. We are approaching the 69th minute, and here is South Africa also making their own substitution in this game. And it's September will be going out of this encounter in the 69th minute, and it's the South Africa number 12 will be thrown into this encounter. And let's see what he will bring it into this game. And in moments from now, talking about the number 12, that is Masego.
Maseko.
Is it Maseko or Masego? Terence Mashego. Yeah, I've been thrown in. Talking about the Melody Sundown defender, and he's 25 years old. And looking at Bruce bringing in defenders right now, it's looking like he's interested in defending deep for the remaining 20 minutes of this game.
Of course.
I think that is one of those coaches that has actually brought tactical input into the France side. I think coaches matter a lot in this tournament because you need to bring these guys tactically up. Initially, we in the Nigerian side, we had some talk about Pesero, but we are seeing a different result that is bringing. And after the first stage of the group stage of the Afcon, 6 coaches were sacked. I mean, two resigned, 4 sacked. So that's to tell you that countries are so mindful of what happened in the African.
No, not just about that. Most coaches, when they are given contract, the contract is for them to go to the Afcon and do very well. So when they don't perform, they understand that it's either you resign fast or you get sacked. So when the contract extension is still wide, many of those coaches prefer to get sacked because of their payoff. So, and if the contract is not much, maybe a month left or the final, it's better to resign because sack letters is not a
Good for their
good,
profile.
is not good for their profile.
Okay, right there is 3-0 in the game between Aston Villa and Newcastle. And
Wow.
Newcastle are on the riot with
At the
Moreno
Villa Park.
scoring the third goal, an own goal for his team against Newcastle in the 58th minute of that encounter at Villa Park. And Crystal Palace has turned this game over and they currently lead 3-2 against Sheffield United after Michael Olise got his own goal in that encounter. Two goals for Eberechi Eze, one goal for Michael Olise in that game.
I hope it's not. Is it Eberechi that did the assist?
I don't think. I don't really think it's one.
Listen, 2 assists for this one.
Yeah, two assists and one goal for
Wow.
Michael
Unless
Olise.
Lepasa is in for South Africa. Lepasa is in the game. The goal scorer evidence has been withdrawn, and Lepasa has been brought on at the 72nd minute of that encounter. That's a longer goal kick from the goalkeeper to the center of the field, and there's contention going on in the midfield, and the drop ball was there, but the referee says there was an infringement leading to that, and
Yeah, so the referee has already blown.
yeah, there was an infringement on one.
Yes, at the head ball.
Yeah, I think there was an elbow to the face right there.
You know, there's something you just read now about Newcastle. I wonder why is it Newcastle they are not consistent. Today you see them they play well. Tomorrow,
The team
you know,
had
I don't
a lot of injury worries. In fact, now with the way Chelsea setup is now looking, it looks more like the challenges Chelsea faced then was mostly affected by injuries. Even Newcastle, when you look at it, Newcastle had so many guys. They still have
a chance for that equalizer, but that's only going
and
to the
they
back
still
of the
have
net.
some-
It's going to be a
corner kick to Morocco at this point in time, 73rd minute of that encounter. And runs to that corner flag very fast. What will happen here? You can see the nerves of the Moroccan fans rising. Goosebumps everywhere. Let's see if Morocco can actually give them something to cheer from this corner kick. So that number 10 holds his waist. And let's see if holding his waist will actually bring a miracle to the field for Morocco right now. So it's the referee talking to the captain of the Moroccan side that, hey, you better calm down. You don't want to rule this opportunity of getting this corner kick into the back of the net. So you can see the defenders of the South Africans right there waiting, and they place it into the box. And oh, there was not enough touch on that. The clearance there, and there was too much bodies of South Africa in the box right there. That was a good clearance, and the referee says there will be a substitution right there.
Let's see.
That was not an
body. And you can see the fans of the Morocco fans looking for that penalty. Any goal is any goal.
Any goal is
anyhow.
Anyhow.
And you can see Morocco taking the game to South Africa right there via Wane. Wane holds the ball right there. Wane was still with the ball. But it was sent back by that South African player right there. Back to the midfield. You can see Agard trying to move into space. He finds Ashraf Hakimi right there, the PSG right back right there. PSG who lost a 2-0 lead this weekend and actually blew up that lead and played a 2-2 draw. So he's back in that game between Morocco and South Africa. South Africa leading at the 75th minute of this encounter. Let's see, with lightning strike again in this stadium, end-to-end stuff. Fantastic and interesting game so far. And the Moroccan players play the first one to there, drops the ball towards the right, crossing to the box. That header, but hey, that header was off target from El Kabi right there. He couldn't try to find a way to bring his header on target right there. Look at that cross from the Manchester United midfielder right there, Amrabat, into the box, and the header. There was too much weight on that header. I couldn't direct it on goal right there. And William was there to do enough covering on that ball. So it's going to be a goal kick to South Africa at this point in time. Hey, an interesting game in the pipeline. We are enjoying every bit of it. And I know that for the South African faithfuls, they'll be singing the song, the Amapiano song right now, dancing and showing their skills on the dance.
Before they dance their best dance, they should wait for the final.
But at least they can still enjoy it now
They can still
while
enjoy
it lasts.
Oh, when it's enjoy it when it lasts.
76 minutes gone in that game, and approaching the 77th minute, is still South Africa enjoying a slim lead over Morocco in this game. And that looks like a serious bleed on the face of the South African midfielder there. And let's see what they'll be making out of that. That looks like sit all, if I'm not mistaken there. Well, and you can see the Moroccans on the bench. They are lost of ideas there.
You know, what they'll be
Disbelief.
thinking about now is the departure aspect of the airport. So if they don't come
they are
back
hosting,
into
they are
this
hosting
game,
the next one.
and departure, they'll first depart this one. If they don't come back into this game, they need to go, or else they're out of this competition. So I think the pressure will be on them right now.
Okay,
It will just be
yeah.
as if they are dreaming.
And the pressure is mounting on everybody in the stadium. Even those who are leading have the pressure. They really want to see the time. Roll down as soon, as early as possible in this encounter.
Look at that cross.
And look at that cross and that nod there from El Kabi there, but couldn't just bring that nod in.
My goodness, that was an elbow to the head.
To the head. That was why we saw that bleeding on. Is that not? I'm trying to see the player who is on his feet there, as the referee and the medic are still calling the medical team to attend to the player. 77th minute in this encounter. Do you see any coming back from Morocco in this game?
Yeah, really possible, because they are beginning to come out and get those chances. The goalkeeper has been really good, but how long can he keep defending the South Africans? I think the South Africans should learn something from the Super Eagles, how to mark out your lines, to limit the number of chances your opponent can have. They can dominate in there, but when they get to your final third, you should be able to limit the number of touches they get around your own box. It is very, very important. But look at Morocco, they get into South Africa box easily. And when they get into the box, penalties can come up. You know, handballs can fly in anywhere. So they need to be careful. Put enough bodies to marshal the front of the box and let them limit how many times the Moroccans get a chance.
And that's Grant Kekana being top hand right there on the pitch by the medical team as he receives treatment right there in that encounter. 79 minutes in that game and still 1-0 South Africa leading against Morocco in that encounter. As Morocco who are attacking right now against South Africa. South Africa clearing their lines as soon as possible in that game. And let's see what Morocco will be making out of that. And still Morocco attacking right now and holding on to the ball. Cross into the box. With that elude everybody straight into the hands of Williams. Will pick that comfortably. And it's the 79th minute of this encounter. 11 more minutes to go in regulation time. And 11 more minutes for South Africa to start jubilating and dancing everywhere around Cape Town, Johannesburg, and everywhere in South Africa. 11 more minutes for Morocco to get an equalizer in this game, or 11 more minutes for them to find a possible winner or send it into extra time. It's not over in this game already.
Yeah, it's not over until it is over, right there. Very, very important to note that. You could see the celebration on the street of Abidjan in Ivory Coast, on the street of the country,
and
right
Morocco,
there.
and Ivory Coast also got a late equalizer in that account.
Yeah, they got a late equalizer. And looking at the way this game is going, it looks like the two sides, they are beginning to tire out. And in South Africa with a big chance, and they tries to dribble it, but
that was a body check.
It was body check, and he fell down right there. And the
referee
referee stand up. Yeah, look at it.
Just
What
like
is
that.
this?
He was surely going to go down there. There was nothing he was going to do because it was body checking.
I think
So
it
there was no
was
way.
indecision.
There was no way he was going to keep that in check. And yeah, it's the man in Turban Kekana being sending one out there in South Africa from defense, sending one straight in this 80th minute, facing Tau on the ball there, but couldn't hold on to that, and it's going to facing Tau. It's going to be a free kick. A lot of sweat from Pesitao in this game, more than how much I've seen him on the ball in this encounter. Straight cross into the box from from Morocco. And a chance for an equalizer. That should be a penalty. And you can see the Morocco players running straight to the referee. They don't want to hear
That guy deserves a yellow card.
They are not interested in hearing anything. And that is how Nai there all they are interested is that that was a penalty. Let's see that
Let's
again.
see.
Let's see that again. Wow,
Oh,
is that a penalty or a ball to hand?
I think that's
Because
a
his hand was
penalty.
in a natural position.
I think that's a penalty.
Let's see. VR will surely be checking that, and the referee will be going to the monitors to
That's
check
a
that
penalty.
if that was a penalty. And
I think
that
that's
might
a
just be a
penalty.
chance for Morocco to come back into this game. But looking at the hand was in a natural position. The
No, it
ball went
was not
straight.
in a
The
natural
ball went to
position.
meet the
It
hand
wasn't a
there.
better, but
The hand was already.
See,
The hand was
what
ball
already
was going
what
to
there.
net.
where the hand was? You see
Oh,
the
the
hand?
hand was
Okay.
already
It was
there.
in
The
his,
hand
it
was
was
up already.
it was in his shoulder self.
The hand was
Yeah.
up already. So let's see what the referee decisions will be. As the referee going straight to the monitor to check if that was a possible handball and what a turnaround this might just be in this game. 81st minute. And let's see that again. His hand was way off, way out of his body. But I
I
think
told you.
Let's see what of the decisions would be. If that
And that would
hit
have
his
been
hand,
a goal.
and
So
that would
it
have been a goal.
prevented a goal
Prevented
scoring.
a goal. What a chance for Morocco to come back.
90% penalty. As far as
What
I'm
a chance
concerned.
for Morocco to come back into this game against South Africa. Let's see what the referee decision will be.
Oh, and that ball could have flew off
Off
target.
his, yeah.
Look at it. He ballooned it up. Oh my goodness. Football has its way of surprising us. You know, I keep saying the Moroccans have too many presence in the South African box. You can't keep that and say you want to just take the win like that. It's not really realistic right there. So I
The
think the
referee is
referee,
finally
the
making his
decision will be
decision.
easy. It
I
will be
think
a
this should
penalty.
easily be a penalty for
Yeah.
Morocco in the 83rd minute. What a lifeline for Morocco to come back into this game. And it's a penalty to Morocco. And they have a chance to come back in this encounter against South Africa in the 83rd minute. But he's wanting to win the penalty. And it's another to convert that penalty.
Yeah, it's
And I was talking about it,
another.
bringing a lot of defenders in is not really the right way to go about it.
No, I think it's not about bringing centre back. It's about bringing the pivot players who can mark the front of the box. Like, look at it. When that cross came in, if a player was there to disturb the guy, he wouldn't put in that kind of dangerous cross. Look at it.
I think Vala should have cleared that very well. Oh, that was clearly in his hand, and that
Yeah.
looks like the ball was going to the back of the net.
Yeah.
So rightly given there by the center referee. It's a penalty to Morocco. Let's see if Morocco will be scoring that in this encounter. They're currently in the dying embers of this game, and as it stands, if 2 goals are not coming in the next 7 to 10 minutes, we might be having to go straight into extra time. 30 more minutes to play in this game. Penalty to Morocco, and it looks like it's Hakimi who will be taking this penalty for the Atlas Lion as a penalty to Morocco, and the referee is still
I
yet.
think the additional time might be close to 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
With what we've seen in this game so far, the injury and the goal celebration and every other thing, I think 10 to 15 minutes.
And that is Ole
Aston Villa
Watkins
got one back.
with 1 goal back for Aston Villa in that game against Newcastle as they pulled one back to keep it 3-1 in the 70th minute of that encounter. Aston Villa 1, Newcastle 3. A lot of prayers going on that pitch. Let's see if Hakim Ziyech prayers will be
Ashraf
answered.
Hakimi.
Hakimi prayers will be answered.
Though
I
Hakim
don't know why-
Ziyech too will be
I don't know why I'm
praying.
calling him Hakim Ziyech. Let's see if those prayers will be answered as they go straight to take this penalty. Is William against Hakimi there? Will this be going into the back of the net, or will William be saving this out? But I think it should be a goal because Hakimi will surely want to go for a power there. Surely want to go for power.
Let's just see. You don't know what is running in his head.
Hey!
Missed!
Hakimi! Our net!
Oh, just
Wow!
That's what we talk about
Hey.
power. When you are down like this, pick your spot.
Like I knew he was going to go for power.
It is accuracy before speed.
But that's
is
why
it.
sometimes I do prefer, giving the penalties to a midfielder to take, not some defenders in this type of situation.
Iero was more defensive. He never lost a penalty.
Akon.
There are guys like that who are, there are players who can do a better job. David Luiz Villa, David Luiz for Brazil, David Luiz for Chelsea then. So there are guys that has done good job from the penalty spot, but I still remember John Terry.
Lifeline for Morocco to come back into this counter, but that was wasted there by the PSG right back Hakimi, and those prayers by the Moroccans wasn't answered. And the South Africa currently attacking against Morocco in the 84th minute of this encounter, and it's still oh, that was the second goal there from Watkins, but the referee says no as he flags that off from offside. What a late drama is that's happening right there at the Villa Park, and back into this game between Morocco and South Africa. 87 minutes gone in this game. 3 more minutes to go in regulation time. 3 more minutes for South Africa to get a second goal or win this game. Or 3 more minutes for Morocco to find that equalizer and send this game into extra time. And South Africa were preparing another substitution of their own in this game. Let's see what that substitute will be bringing into this game for South Africa. Is the number 13 Sito being replaced, and it's the number 15 T-Bang Monare
and
being
that
thrown
Aston Villa goal
into
is
this
being
game.
checked.
And that goal scored by Aston Villa is being checked by VAR. And what a way, what a comeback that will actually present itself for Aston Villa. Going 3 goals down and scoring 2. Let's see what the. I think this is not really an offside.
Yeah, and that's a corner kick to Morocco right now. And
Okay.
look at it.
I think that should be an offside.
No, I think it's an offside.
Okay.
It's an
This is
offside.
the 88th minute in this game
Spot
between
on.
Morocco
It's an
and
offside. You can
South
see the line.
Africa. Morocco with a corner kick in the 88th minute. 2 minutes to go in regulation time. Let's see if the Moroccans will be getting a goal in this encounter. Emotions flaring, no doubt. And we can
Who
see.
is wearing a Chelsea headband in the midst of that Aston Villa setup? Well, football, you just have to love the game. When you see a team playing very well, you can love them and show them some love. So it's corner kick to Morocco right there, 88 minutes. Played it into the box, and that was headed out of play.
It's still going to be another corner kick.
It will be another corner kick for Morocco right there. And you can see that guy number 14 for South Africa doing all those jobs. And I think that should be a goal kick, not another corner kick. Because the guy had the last touch. But hey, they are referees, they are humans. Placed it into the box. That was headed out easily by that South African player. And chased it down there, but it's now back to Bono in goal. And you can see that even the Morocco players, they didn't allow that penalty to weak them. They are actually still taking the game to South Africa and trying to get that all-needed equalizer to at least force the game to extra time. Or maybe they can nick it towards the dying embers of the game.
Yes,
And that's a good
chance for Morocco.
but that shot was blocked. And in South Africa, that is country right now. They set that ball forward, and they are pushing it into the box. Hey, what can you do once into the box? And they use this one pass back, but that was easy defending by that Moroccan player. Agard right there. Fantastic defending.
Yeah, fantastic defending from Agard, the West Ham centre back there. I think that South African should have gone for the eat.
Yeah,
You know,
you should have gone
that's
for
why
that.
that's why initially I say when you talk about South Africa, individual brilliance. They're not too much.
Compact.
Yeah, individual brilliance. You know, it's
You-
not there. They are only
Yeah,
good as
they
a
are
team.
only as a team. Yeah,
Yeah.
God bless you.
As
That's
a team.
it.
See,
Yeah,
this kind of situation.
if it was
it's-
Senegal.
Yeah, if it's
Or
yeah,
any
somebody
other
who has
team, that's- yeah.
something good will come.
And that's a cross into the box. That Moroccan player dropped it. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful defending from that South African centre back. That number 14 right there, and he's doing top defending for South
And
Africa
that's talking
today.
about the number 14. That is Muvala, who gave her the penalty to Morocco earlier on in
But
this
it
game.
wasn't his
Yeah,
fault.
It wasn't really his fault.
And they should be thanking him though,
Yeah.
because that ball could have gone into.
He has
the-
had a chance for Morocco and sends across the pitch, but that might just be going out for a corner kick. But no, that was kept in play.
and
That
it
looks
was blocked
that
out.
is going to be a free kick.
Mvala right there.
10-minute additional time added by this fourth official.
You
And
know,
we
I
have
said
10
it.
more minutes to go in
10
this
to
game.
15
And yes, South Africa, but the referee says no. That was an infringement call against Hakimi there.
Against South Africa.
South Africa there is going to be a free kick to Morocco. Hakimi just won Morocco a free kick against South Africa in a dangerous position, and the fans is sending one into the box. As first minute of 10 minutes being played already in this encounter. 10 minutes being added, it's a lot of time.
A lot
in
of
this game.
time.
A lot of time now with what is happening. 10 minutes, a lot of time. What should South Africa do? Now they need to take possession. Now they are not holding the ball. Now, even though your attack is not too strong,
Yeah.
as a team you can play. You can pass this ball around by time, by wasting time. You will not when you have the
If
ball.
they waste time, it will be added on.
And that's a cross into the box.
Oh, straight into the hands of
But
Williams.
that was taken by Williams. That was sharp reflex because a lot of guys were in front of him. And he got that one and he got it.
No one is the captain of South Africa, talking about Rowan Williams right there in the goal.
And that's a good
And that
chance
should
from
be a good
South
chance for South
Africa. And Amrabat will
That
be
should be
penalized.
That would be a red card.
to the
Red card
South,
all over.
to the Manchester
That
United
is the second yellow
midfielder.
card.
Yeah.
Sofian Amrabat taking his match in order in this game as he took one for his team, and everything is going from bad to worse for Morocco right now. And Sofian Amrabat with that record. What a game of football in this encounter. And his advantage South Africa right now, and he would have gone straight on goal there.
Yeah,
he has to
straight
take
on
one for his team. He has to take one for his team. So we don't really have to blame Sofian for
And
taking
that was good play from,
Wow.
I think it's Mokoena right there. Yeah, I think it's Mokoena.
And that is a candidate for the man of the match in this game. He has been everywhere for South Africa in this game. Everything's going from bad to worse for Morocco. Sofian Amrabat taking and having his match in orders in this encounter. And Morocco still losing 1-0 against South Africa. And they have to play the last 8 minutes or 7 minutes of this game. One man down, which is really going to be handful for Morocco.
Yeah, it will be handful, even if they come back.
Oh, VR check? They said there should be a VR check on that.
I think VR is going to check that.
Let's see, was that a soft one? But there was a body check. That should be a yellow card, no doubt. It's a yellow card. It's a yellow card. Yeah, he had a yellow card already.
So,
and he's also the last man. So it might just be a red card. The yellow card might be cancelled and turned into red card. That was surely a foul there. It was a foul on him. It was a foul on Mokoena. I think it was the right decision. Let's see what the referee decisions will be. And the center referee is coming back and going straight to meet Amrabat. The yellow card has been cancelled. And like I said, it's a straight red card to Amrabat.
double punishment on top punishment.
Straight red card on the yellow card. Yeah, it was the last man. It has to be a straight red card. So the next Afcon being hosted by Morocco. If Morocco should qualify for the next Afcon, you'll be missing you'll be missing it in the qualifiers. Yes, but they won't be playing the qualifiers. They'll be going straight
They might be like Cameroon.
Football is a fantastic, crazy roller coaster. That you don't know what will happen in the next minute. You know what I'm saying. You don't know. It's just full of ups and downs, and that makes what makes the game beautiful.
I'm really happy right now because I sat on the fence for this game.
I also sat on the fence.
You see that thing that happened yesterday. I was so sure Senegal would take the day, and look at how it turned out. Look at how this is turning out. A man down, Morocco, a goal down, lost a penalty. Oh my goodness, football has its way.
He has a free kick to South Africa, and especially standing on that Mokoena. Can he just cap up a good display against Morocco with a goal of his own as it stands on that free kick, and it's Bono in goal post for Morocco. Mokoena against Bono takes a direct one. It's a goal! Hey! Oh, Mokoena with that goal right from that free kick. I called that, and that is the goal.
That's the man of the match.
That's the man of the match.
Yeah.
Like I knew that was a free kick specialist taking that free kick.
Pretty baby.
And it's looking like the Atlas Lion might just be hot and be killed already. As the Morocco will have to wait till next year to actually challenge for the Afcon title. 8 minutes of additional time. It's South Africa currently leading 2-0 against Morocco in this game. 4 minutes to go in regulation in additional time. 4 minutes for Morocco to come back into this one. If they need a big comeback against South Africa. I just knew that was going to go back of the net. That was Mokoena's fault. That was the sport.
That's a
Great
beautiful.
free kick there. Great free kick there from
Bruno
Mokwena
could not
and
stop
into
Yeah,
the
that.
back of the
that
net.
was a
There was
beautiful
nothing
free
Bono
kick.
could do about
Nothing
that. There was
Bruno.
nothing Bono could do about that. As that's out just beat him to his real position there. And it's the 6 minutes of additional time. And it's South Africa leading 2-0 against Morocco in his account. And what a game of football we have at hand right now.
Yeah, what a game of football. South Africa leading 2-0. Wow, surprising. We are surprised successfully. And I think the referee should just fast forward the time and South Africa home.
Okay, yeah, that's from the guys on South Africa home and drying this one. And any moment from now, just about 3 to 4 minutes to go in this game, and the referee might just be calling these two as over already. And right here is Morocco still trying to see if they can get a goal of their own in this game. And right here is Agard with the ball, sends the cross into the box, but Morocco has a throw-in, and the tears are already flowing even before the end of
You
additional
know,
time.
they would have thought that with Senegal going out, it will be easy take for them. They feel they can just
But
defeat the
like
other.
the way you see some fans crying now. If Nigeria
You know,
lost, we see Nigerians cry.
see,
They will not.
they will. Some Nigerians will. It depends on the emotional capacity of the person. Looking at it, you know, when we were talking about this Afcon, when we mentioned Senegal, we mentioned World Cup performance. You know, I mentioned the fact that playing as an underdog.
Wow, what a chance there for Saiz, but Saiz could just keep that in check. As that's that header went wide in the 8 minutes of this encounter. Still Morocco looking for that goal. Would have thought Morocco would be losing 2-0 at this point to South Africa in this encounter. And looking at the remaining 8 teams in the Afcon, any of this team is capable of winning it.
Any of these teams, those two suspects has been eliminated
Yes,
successfully.
the best favorite.
And look at it now. You know that now it has shown that the performance of Morocco at the World Cup was because they were from the underdog side of it, playing defensively.
Yes, another chance for South Africa to run riot against Morocco there. That was easily blocked in the 8 minutes of additional time. And there's about 2 minutes to go in this encounter. A rare chance for Morocco to find a goal of their own, but easily dispossessed there in South Africa, who are attacking right now and holding onto the ball and in no rush to attack against Morocco. Sends one straight into the other side, and it's Ohani on the ball there. And Zohani holds onto it, and South Africa, Morocco with a chance of their own. That might just be going to the back of the as corner kick, but no, the South African held onto that. And South Africa will be turning, trying to attack against Morocco right now in the dying embers of this game. 90 minutes of additional time, places it out on the ball there, sends this back into Mokwena. And here is South Africa attacking against Morocco. And it's the dying embers of this game, another opportunity, but the referee flags that off and says no, that is going out for a that is going out as an offside call against the South Africans there. What a game of football. Who would have thought this happening? Came into the first half without a goal, and the second half has really lightened up.
Yeah, second half has lightened up already. And the lightning has struck twice in this second half. What a game of football. What a tournament. What an AFCON. We won't be forgetting this AFCON so soon. And you can just take that to the bank because we are in for a surprise of our lives.
Okay, we are in for a surprise of our life in this game. And it's looking like it's almost game over in that encounter between Morocco and South Africa. And we are in the last minute of additional time. And any moment from now, it's going to be Sokwe Otilo moment for Morocco, sorry, in the Afcon. They have to go and prepare for Morocco 2025.
Yeah, they have to come prepare for Morocco 2025.
And it's even good they have enough time. So when they leave the when they leave the competition early, they will have more time to prepare for the next one.
South Africa attacking against Morocco for almost one of the last moments of this encounter. Will this be a chance for them to get the third goal, or will it be a chance for the referee to look at his watch and say it's game over? It seems like there's nothing to fight for anymore. 10 minutes of additional time eluded already, and South Africa on their way marching straight into the quarterfinal as they'll be ending this game and joining the remaining 7 nations. They'll be joining Nigeria, Ivory Coast, Cape Verde,
Guinea,
Mali, and joining them. Angola also joining them in the quarterfinal stage of the Afcon. 10 minutes of additional time played already. And it's a Bruce who will be staking the South Africans into that game against Cape Verde in the quarterfinal for a chance to qualify for the semi-final. Who would have thought from the first game when South Africa lost to Mali that South Africa
Senegal.
To Mali.
Is it
to
Mali?
Yeah,
To Mali.
Who would have thought that after losing that game to Mali, South Africa will find themselves right here in the quarterfinal stage of the Afcon. And yeah, it's an opportunity for Morocco to come back into that one. But Williams says, no, I'm taking this clean sheet. And that should be the final moment of this game. And South Africa with a last opportunity to get one more goal against Morocco in this game. And here's another chance for South Africa to go straight at the shot against Bono. But that sails wide and it's going to be goal kick to Morocco in the 11th minute of 10-minute additional time. And the referee should be calling this game over anytime soon.
Yeah, anytime from now, the game will be over. And it seems like this is a game that South Africa has taken, and they have taken it successfully. Because even if Morocco had equalized, they are one man down, and that will spell a big disadvantage for them, playing extra 30 minutes with a one man down. And it's just not any other player. It was their strength in midfield, the guy that does all the marking. So that spot will be very, very obvious. So I think
the South Africa players ready to jump onto the pitch and celebrate, and the Morocco players are currently down with their hands on their head, feeling dejected. But that is what happens in a game of football. There's always a victor and there's always a loser. And it looks like as Morocco will be on the loser side tonight, and everybody are just waiting for the final whistle from the center referee. And that is the final whistle and confirmation that South Africa are through to the last 8 of the African Cup of Nations 2023.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure with you guys.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. 105 goals scored already.
Yeah.
We are in for more.
That's about how much you can take on tonight's edition of Watch Along the Premier Sports Fan Center. So we come your way tomorrow with the big EPL match between Chelsea and Liverpool. Good night for now.
Oh, God.
There are 2 chances, just as you said. Aubameyang was clear to give him the ball that he could have scored. At least he could have given, even if he didn't score, at least give him the ball and have a chance to score. And you will always so selfish, you play the ball out, understand?